yeah, make sure you guys can like this video so we can get it out there, get the algorithm. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties with the other one, but yo, I'm up on this one. So yo, here we go now. You know? And let me make sure, wait, that I put the title in correctly. We're talking about Drake, Iceman, pre-stream recording. And it's supposed to drop tonight, midnight, or shall I say this morning, midnight, Eastern time. But there's a possibility it may be late. I just want to make sure that the title is right on TikTok. That's what I'm doing right now. Pre-stream album. Here we go. All right. So as you guys can see on the screen, this is where we have the track list. And I'm glad, and let me fix that for you too, right here on TikTok. And I'm glad that I'm able to finally see this for the most part, because I want to talk about this track list. I know one of the homegirls told me on the other stream, she said that the Whitney song is Whitney Houston, but we got Pressa, Lupe Fiasco, which I want to talk about in a minute, Julia Wolf, Yeet. He was on the other album. That was the Whitney one that we were talking about. And then we also got Central C, which I just feel is a little but I get it. You want to have your fan base in the United Kingdom, and then of course you close it out with Travis Scott and Frank Ocean. Dope, right? Okay, might be somewhat cool. All right, but let me say this though, man. We understand, and I want to say this because I left this out on the other one. And let's make sure that we get the likes coming in. So I'm going to speak some truth right here, man. I'm going to speak some real hip-hop. And we're going to also talk about that complex list, too. Because I have that right here in my notes, too, about all these hip-hop media podcasters who I know are going to be ready to talk about the Drake album, Academics, Joe Budden. Because other than that, you guys have nothing else to talk about. So you can't wait. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait for Drake to drop an album. So you have something to talk about. And please tell me in the comment section if you guys can hear me okay. If the volume is all right. I'm going to play some clips, man. I'm going to play some clips of what happened on Twitter. And that's another thing about this list, man. It seems like you need to be a media personality who has a strong fan base on Twitter in order to make noise in the mainstream. Podcasters. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. If it's glitching out a little bit, please tell me. It might be like the internet connection, but as long as the power doesn't go out on this stream, because it went out on our other stream. So that's why we're here right now. Yeah, man. Long story short, or to make a long story longer, Joe Budden and all of these podcasters and, you know, media personalities, academics, all they ever talk about is what's trending on Twitter or X, shall I say, or what everybody else is talking about. Just like Charlemagne wanted to go and give some white supremacist racists a platform, when there's way more important things going on in the hip-hop community. And that's what I choose to speak to y'all about now and today and moving forward. I don't want to talk about what's just trending. We're not going to talk about that on this channel. We're going to talk about what's real hip-hop and what needs to be addressed. That's what we're going to be speaking about moving forward on my channel. So yes, as of right now, this Drake album is what is necessary to talk about. And right here, we have the track list. I know it might be kind of hard to see right here on the YouTube, but let me see if I can fix the screen just a little bit for you. Or you know what we'll do? We'll go over part 1 and part 2. But also, let me make sure that I put it clearly on this stream. And thank you guys for tuning in right now on TikTok. I see the likes are coming in. If we can get a few more likes on YouTube, that would be great. Because you know what? It helps the algorithm going. Actually, wait. That was the old TikTok that we had. Yeah, on this TikTok, we need some likes coming in. Yo, man, it helps the algorithm. It helps get the message coming out. You know, if you guys can give some likes, I appreciate it, because like I said, man, I'm about to speak some real hip-hop right here that I think is all needed, that we all need to talk about. And this new Drake album is going to be a very interesting topic to talk about, because like I've heard other people say, man, this is history in the making, especially the fact that this is hip-hop history. So if we can get the likes coming in, if you guys can share this live, get the algorithm going. I'm doing a Drake, whatever it's called, Iceman. I was about to say ice cream. Ice cream. You know, and we know Wu-Tang had a song like that, which Drake actually has a song called Wu-Tang. And you see Wu-Tang right here on my wall. But yes, I want to talk about a little bit of all of that. But yes, as of right now, if we can get a few likes, and I'll continue with this topic, because I want to make sure that we get the algorithm out there. You know, if the video doesn't get any likes, then they don't send no people out there. So make sure that some of y'all could do that right now. And we're going to get into some of the topics of what they're saying. So yeah, as far as what I'm concerned right now, we have the track list, right? Freeze the World. What Did I Miss? National Treasure. Featuring Pressa. Supermax. Outlaw. We're not going to name all the tracks, but we'll talk about Lupe Fiasco, like I said. And then we also got, you know, Yeet, Julia Wolf, Whitney, which they have said that this was Whitney Houston. Thank you. We got a lot of people somewhat streaming on TikTok. Can we get a few likes on the TikTok? Yo, we got over 20 people, which is cool for me. Like I said, man, I said this in the other stream. Even if we have just about 50 to 100 people, some people might watch that on the stream and be like, oh, you only got 50 or 100 people or whatever. But if we were all in a room right now, if we were physically located in a room right now, 100 people would be a decent amount of people to be speaking to or performing to right now. So if you guys can give some likes, that'll help me, and that'll help the algorithm to get the message out there. Because like I said, I plan to speak some truth to you right now, and a lot of these media hip-hop personalities are not going to speak the truth to you. But a lot of the reasons why they're not going to speak the truth to you is because they don't have the knowledge to be able to speak the truth to you. So I hope you guys can give some thumbs up. Give some thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing, man. Let's get some likes on YouTube. Let's get some likes on the TikTok. It don't cost you nothing, man. All right. Lupe Fiasco. And let me say this real quick. Lupe Fiasco has been beefing with Kendrick Lamar for whatever reason. I have no idea why that Lupe Fiasco has ever beefed with Kendrick Lamar. But Lupe Fiasco has definitely been beefing with Kendrick and does not like Kendrick, and has said openly, and let me make sure that you guys can see this on YouTube, the feature right here, track number 6, Lake Como, if I said it right. Like, I guess maybe he's trying to be Espanol, ¿cómo estás? Lake Como, featuring Lupe Fiasco. Can't wait to hear this song. Even if it's not about Kendrick, it doesn't matter. But if you watch any of Lupe Fiasco's tweets, or look at any of Lupe Fiasco's tweets, he definitely talks trash about Kendrick. Now, you know what's interesting too about this? Is that Lupe Fiasco actually shouted us out. He actually shouted out beatGrade. So, and if you don't believe me, you can go to our Twitter profile right now. That the handle is at beatGrade. That's beatgrade. It's on every handle: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. As a matter of fact, let me show you all this too. If you guys can do a donation, I do need to say that Cashapp, beatGrade, PayPal at beatGrade, Cashapp $beatGrade, BEAT, that's BEAT as a beat, and GRADE, like you graded paper in school. beatGrade, all one word. I appreciate the donations so much so we can be able to keep this going. Because like I said, man, I'm going to be speaking the real hip-hop to you. And a lot of these people out here, they don't speak the real hip-hop, man. And as we were saying earlier about the whole complex list, which I want to get into later. I think I had it right here with Ebro. Hold on. So just so you can see it on TikTok. Yeah, Ebro. You know what's funny is that even your own boy, Paul Rose, or no, I'm sorry, that's Eminem's boy. Is it Peter Rosenberg? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yo, even your own boy, you know, it's one of them Rosenbergs. One of your own boys basically said that, hey, Drake don't like you. Drake don't like you. Why are you giving him props on the internet? What was it? Ebro went out there to say today is Drake Day, like Dre Day, but Drake Day. I think it's right here. Let's see if we can play it real quick.
So right now, all Drake, hammers, and
hammers. He said hammers.
It's Drake Day, Iceman, baby. Tune into the Ebro show right now. All Drake, hammers, and I'm gonna start to. You know we gotta go timestamp. We're seeing the 1 a.m. in Albany moving.
Have your fader high. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
We're going live, baby. You heard the man. It's Drake Day.
Yo, under my, you know, from the last time that I looked at the hip hop and what was going on in hip hop, I got these two were beefing, not beefing, but just like these two didn't agree. That's what one of the homies I work with would say. If we just couldn't get on the same page, it's like, hey yo, they just didn't agree. But now you up here saying, oh, it's Drake Day, and I got, you know, whatever number you got. What number did Ebro get? Was he in the top 10? Oh yeah, he's in the top 10 for media, hip hop, journalism. Isn't that interesting? I could go deep on that whole theory if you guys want. Isn't that interesting that Ebro, who gets fired from Hot 97, right? And let me pull this up in case you guys think that I'm BSing you. Let me pull up Rosenberg's tweet to Ebro. And like I said, man, this might be exclusive to streams. So I hope you guys comment right now or whatever, because I might not be putting these out here like that moving forward. I might just start doing these as exclusive streams, jump on here, do these streams, and then I jump up out of here. But I hope you guys can hear me okay and can support. But there was a post I saw earlier where Ebro said, hey, yo, man, Drake don't like you. It's too late, man. What you, like, what you shouting out Drake for? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, I should have bookmarked it, but I didn't really give a shit. But whatever. There's a post where his boy, and yeah, it is Peter Rosenberg. There's a post where his boy goes up and says, hey, man, Drake don't like you. Oh, yeah, here it is. Found it. All right, we got it. We got it. I mean, come on, man. I've been doing this long enough to where I should be professional at it by now, right? And go ahead and find it for you guys. See if I can put it up here. May take a minute to load, if we get it to load. But, I mean, we don't have to, like, play the video. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to show you guys the tweet where Peter Rosenberg basically says, hey, yo, man, the dude doesn't like you. Oh, yeah. Let me take it like this. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. My bad. It's just posting up Ebro's tweet. But I want you guys to see the tweet with Peter Rosenberg's tweet as well. You know, who used to work on Hot 97 with him. So, yeah, right here, if you guys can see it. Can y'all see that? Bro, he hates you. It's too late. Yo, man, I gotta say this too for the internet, that I hate, or I shouldn't say the word hate, because that's a powerful word. It's a strong word. I should say, maybe not powerful, but it's a strong word. I dislike. I think that's a better word. I dislike that word. But I will say this, that you could just say that, like, yo, man, Drake doesn't like you. He don't like you. And that's what it is. But it's funny that Ebro gets this top 10 pick on Complex hip-hop list. And as I said previously and earlier, so when did we decide that Complex makes the decisions on what's going on in hip-hop culture? When did we make that decision? Can somebody tell me? I mean, I'd like to know. When did we make the decision that Complex decides what is part of the hip-hop culture? And maybe I'm gonna like put some calls on in a minute. Maybe I'm gonna start doing my show like this, because you're now tuned into the beatGrade show. I'm gonna start doing my show like this, where I do my rants for about a half hour to an hour, and then after I do my rant, then I will have people come on. And I've had some people tell me, they said they don't like when the people try to take over the show, and then they're trying to still talk in the comments, and I forget what's going on in the comments. So I will make sure to also read what is going on in the comments, but then I will also disconnect from the people on the show and say, hey, I'll take a quick call from you, caller, like the radio used to do. Hey, caller, tell me your name and what city you calling from, and tell me what's up and tell me how you feel, and we can talk for a little bit. And if you got some interesting points, maybe we'll talk a little bit longer. But then after that, maybe I'll jump back to the show. We'll see. But for now, yo, man, if we can get some likes coming in, TikTok, YouTube, what's up? What's up? It's funny because the stream I did prior to this, right before this, actually had more likes and less people watching, whereas this one, I think, somewhat is having more likes and less people liking. If we can get the likes up, I know on TikTok you can get like 1,000 likes, and that means whatever. I mean, no, actually, I think it means something good. I think it means something good, because as of right now, I can't even see how many people are watching on TikTok or how many likes are coming in. But usually, it will show me the likes that are coming in. But yeah, we're gonna go for a minute. I'm gonna go for a minute. Let's play the Joe Budden stream on this podcast, or this stream, because I know I played it on the other one, but I'm gonna go through this, and I'm gonna go through the Meek Mill and Drake, because this picture right here is just crazy. Like, this picture makes me think, because they're both rich and they're both successful, but this picture right here makes me think that Meek Mill and Drake might be part of the Illuminati. And Drake was just like, all right, yo, look, he's light-skinned, he's the one, he's also Jewish. I mean, he's got a song called, what was the song called? 2 a.m. in Tel Aviv. He's got the song called 2 a.m. in Tel Aviv. So, Drake's Jewish, he's doing it. You know, they're like, we gotta let him go through. We gotta let him go through. He's got more sex appeal. The girls like him because he's light skinned. Because he's light skinned and he's from Canada, he doesn't have all of that, you know, Philly ghetto-ness in him like you do, Meek. So he's gonna have to win the battle. Who knows? I mean, we could even do more deeper research. I'm not gonna do it. I would prefer that some of y'all in the comment section do it. Can y'all help me out? Where's my moderators at, man? Can y'all help me? You see these? You see this? This is hip hop history, royalty on the wall right here. On my wall, I should say. This is how I got my house looking. Not to mention on the wall over there, I got plaques. I said I'm gonna bring the plaques over here. I should bring the plaques over here. Can I get some likes for that? But I'm going to tell you right now, man, this picture right here with Meek Mill and Drake makes me think the Illuminati must exist, because the way he allowed himself to get destroyed, like, I'm going to say this right now, man, I like Drake's music better than Meek Mill, but I think that Meek Mill is a better battle rapper. Like, if it came to a battle, like, if we was at a battle, I think Meek Mill will win the battle. Like 8 Mile, like how the whole movie with Eminem portrayed. I think that if he was going up against a Meek Mill in a battle setting, I think that Meek Mill would possibly win that battle. But who knows? I could be wrong, but I doubt it. But as far as a record industry, a mainstream, hold on. And like I said, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I want to make sure that this mic is coming in okay. Hold on. I want to make sure this mic is coming in okay. So make sure you guys like, comment, or tell me if you guys can hear me all right or not. But like I said, and give me some likes, man, coming in so we can get the algorithm going. I mean, this is ridiculous. We have more people watching on the stream than I did an hour ago. And I have way more likes coming in. Can we get a few likes? A few likes, I mean, it helps the algorithm. And it helps me get the message out there. Look, I already have more viewers on TikTok than I had on the other stream. But you guys aren't liking as much. What's up with that, man? It don't cost you nothing to like the video. Or to like the stream, man. I'm out here putting some like truth out here, man. If you guys could help support the channel, that really helps. So I'm waiting. If we can please get a few likes coming in here. Give a few likes, man. Don't cost nothing. Ugh. I need a few likes, man. If you want me to keep going, like, I feel like I'm speaking some real hip hop right here. And we're going to talk about this until the Drake album is getting ready to come out. What time is it right now? 10 p.m. or 10:03 Eastern Standard Time. That's what we got right now, man. So the album is supposed to come out in a few hours. Now, like I said, I'm just doing this stream until the album comes out, until the album drops. Once the album drops, I will jump off this stream, and I'm going to go, just like the rest of y'all, and listen to this album and study it. And make sure that it's coming with what I imagine it to come with. Thank you for the like that came in. I appreciate you on YouTube. Thank you. If I can get just a few more, then I will beat my previous record, but it's all good. I didn't stream for that. I'm not streaming for that. I'm streaming because I am real hip hop, and there's some things that I want to talk about. Let me just fix the lighting real quick. Hence, the Drake album that is about to drop. That is one of the most important things that we are speaking about today. Let's go back to the track list. I can't wait. And thank you for the likes that came in on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's where it matters. The super chat and the YouTube and all that. That's what matters, man. Because, you know, we probably just make a little bit of money on TikTok. It's like you can get 1,000 people watching on TikTok and over thousands of likes. And then you look at how much you made and it'll be like $1. If you're lucky. You could make more than that, but who knows? I mean, I have, but they make it difficult. Yeah, we don't need to play this whole thing, but here.
So let me tell you something. This is going to be the craziest fucking project ever.
Yeah. Yeah. He said even Bugsy Bogues done for once.
If he doing that, we gonna have to paywall.
Oh my god.
If he doing that, we gonna have to pay per view.
That's why we're buddy. That's why we're together. That's it. It just that.
No.
Yeah, that's.
I thought he was gonna come with some bullshit. Dude. If he gonna do that on the project,
Just listen, guys. If that's what the project is, which is what it's gonna be, it's game over.
That's one song. You do that on the 1 a.m.
Nah.
Damn joints, don't get hype.
No. Listen. If you don't give this, he's coming with a tidal wave. It's gonna wipe everything out. It's mastermind. If you don't, shout out to 40.
Even
don't say everyone, because that's us.
No, buddy.
Come on, Ian. You use your brain. He just said everybody was walking through the double doors.
Yeah. No, buddy, we're opening the doors.
We're gonna do a power with Sasha.
That Nazi line was crazy.
Yo.
It killed that shit.
They are so happy, Joe Budden and all those people. This was a Twitter stream or, you know, whatever, the spaces that they do. Hold on, let me grab something real quick. Wait up. If you haven't checked out the X Spaces, I suggest you do. Because usually what happens there is that they talk about what goes on there first before they decide to do a podcast about it. Or as they say, let's pod about it. They are so happy that Drake is dropping an album right now. Because if Drake wasn't dropping an album right now, they feel like they would have nothing else to talk about. And let me say this, man. Drake is one of my favorite rappers. I said this on the previous stream, and I will make sure to say this on this stream. Drake is one of my favorite rappers. So Far Gone is one of my favorite projects by Drake. I won't say albums because it wasn't really an album. It was more so of a mixtape. But I will say that So Far Gone is one of my favorite projects by Drake, along with Take Care. One of my favorite albums by Drake. If you guys want to see my favorite albums of all time, it's right here behind me. These are my favorite albums of all time. You see the Jay-Z, the Nas, the Wu-Tang, Eric B. and Rakim. Somebody else noticed that, which was crazy. They noticed the Juice. The soundtrack for Juice, amazing. But I put this up more so for the movie. The Chronic, Dr. Dre, which is interesting because it sounds or it appears that Dr. Dre got dissed on this new project by Drake, which I believe was what was it? was it 1 a.m. in Albany? Yes, 1 a.m. in Albany. Let's also not forget, people, that if he puts out this double album, which is what it looks like he's about to drop, notice how they both end at track 13. You're going to tell me that that's just a coincidence? I don't think it's a coincidence, man. That both of the projects, if he drops part 1 and part 2, which I guess people are now considering a double album. The fact that they end at track 13. Now, did we forget that track 13 or the number 13 is a Masonic number? The number 13 ties to Illuminati. This is where we also get the time Friday the 13th. 13, man. That's a very important number in our historical journey, I shall say. This is not a coincidence that he has part 1 and part 2. Did anybody else notice this? If you can see this on YouTube real quick. Let me just make sure I can move this over so you can see it on YouTube real quick. Did anybody notice that it ends in a part 13? Or part 1 and part 2 end in track 13? This is not a coincidence. Not to mention all the subliminal messages that he's putting towards the NBA and towards others out there. If you guys feel what I'm saying, man, give it a like. Give it a like right here. I'm going to speak on some deepness. This is what I was trying to say earlier, man, is that a lot of these podcasters, all they talk about is the same thing. They don't really go deep into what's going on in hip-hop. And that's what I'm going to do differently on this channel. So I appreciate it if you guys follow, if you like. You don't have to subscribe. I know how it is. You want to watch a few times. You want to watch a few videos before you decide if you want to subscribe or not. But I will say this, though. You can at least like the video so we can help the algorithm get out there and I can speak to some more people. I'll actually jump on the phone line in just a minute and see if I can take a few calls. Let's see if it works. I haven't really tried it yet, but I'm going to see if it works. Because, yeah, I had some people that were speaking some interesting things yesterday or the few nights before for some streams I was doing. And, y'all was saying some interesting stuff. So I definitely felt like, okay, I got to put it out there. But, yeah, man, we about to go in. I mean, don't worry. Once Drake drops his album, which will be in a few hours, I'm sure we all going to go and we're going to listen to that. Some people are going to be live streaming it. I choose not to do that. I choose to go back and I choose to listen to the album once he drops it. But I will say, though, it's good to see that he's rapping. It's good to see that he's rapping. It's good to see that Drake is not on this project. It doesn't appear to be that he's just trying to sing or do chart-topping songs. It appears to be that he's actually trying to send a message with this song. So I can appreciate that. Brian Weaver, shout you out. I'm not sure if I see you in the chat or when you joined, but if you're there with us, please feel free to send a chat and some likes. I remember that you were on the other call, man. You were up on here and you were telling, you were speaking some truth, man, and saying some things. So I definitely appreciate you. If you up in here, say what you got to say. I know I saw Lauren up in here earlier, and I saw a few others, and we had to jump back on. But if you guys can hear, okay, and if you want to say something in the chat so I know that you guys are here with us. But yes, feel free to give some likes too. Like I said, that always helps the video and the algorithm. So, yo, man. I mean, yeah. Let me go deep on this topic real quick. And we'll probably stop this stream like right before the album's supposed to drop. Or right when the album's expected to drop. Yo, man. I'm going to be the channel that's going to start speaking about real hip-hop. But not just real hip-hop. But like real things that we really need to give attention to. Because I feel that it's somewhat interesting that Charlemagne and a lot of these characters, and real quick, let me go back to the list since I'm right here. I know I did it on the other stream, but maybe I should do it on the stream too. Let me just play a little bit of what the Apple Music people were talking about for reference, and we're gonna come to that too. Oh, hold on.
Wait, everybody just. I'm sorry. So we are. This is. I'm gonna do the official intro in a second, but hang on. This episode's starting a little screwy. Everybody, hang on. Let me put an intro on it. All right. We're on the we was off the air talking about the complex list. I'm glad you brought up that you were on maternity leave
for most of last year. Significant part of last year.
We are 5 months into the new year.
Through the year.
Complex puts out a thing, and they have you at 20. Okay. We all think you should be higher. Lo, you said she's done more.
I want to stop it right there. Real quick. She should not be higher. She should not be on the list whatsoever. Nadeska, if I'm saying her name correctly, she's lucky to be on the list, period. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay on this, because I want to say this truthfully. She's lucky to be on the list, period. The fact that us beatGrade are not on the list for Complex is crazy to me. Because, like I said, man, we speak real hip-hop. And as I've mentioned before, when did journalism become speaking about what everybody else is already talking about? What journalism should be are the things that people are not speaking about. Like, it's not news if everybody else is already talking about it. That's the funny part, is that everybody goes out here and says, oh, this is news. Oh, I got the new info on this. Oh, it's the new info. Oh, and then they do their little list on Complex. I mean, I guess all that matters right now are, what is it? The top 10, Academics, Joe Budden, DJ Vlad, JDK's Fat Joe, which I spoke about earlier, rappers turning into podcasters that have platforms on major labels and platinum albums should not be considered hip-hop media. If they want to speak on media, that's fine, but some of us have been doing this since the beginning because we want to get on platforms. But now that they see that the generation and the culture doesn't care about your mainstream platforms, now they try to infiltrate YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, and other social media platforms. I would say Instagram, but no, we're not going to say Instagram because Instagram is now a dating app. That's what Instagram is now. So we will not consider Instagram into this. It is a dating app or a funnel to OnlyFans. So as far as where it goes for hip-hop media, and if you want to take off in this business, where it goes to now is pretty much TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Possibly Facebook. I will tell you in my experience that it could possibly be Facebook over Instagram, even though I know what some of y'all are going to say. They're both the same company. Right? They're both the same company. But as far as Nadeska goes, Because you have a cool job at Apple Music does not mean that you are really a hip-hop personality. Same thing with you, academics. Same thing with you, Joe Budden. You guys had nothing to talk about. But everything that Charlemagne goes on to talk about first. And Charlemagne is giving platforms to people that he shouldn't even give platforms to. There's way more going on in the black community than just that. Or, let's not just say black community, because I know. They want to be for all, right? Okay, let's just say the community. This is why I feel like I might need to start doing these streams more often, man. Because I see that we're at almost 200 views on YouTube in less than an hour. Whereas I could put these videos up and it does nothing for like 3 hours. I got already more hits in just an hour than I would get posting a video. So that's an interesting concept. So yeah, I think I'm about to do these streams. Freestyle. The realness, because this is the real hip-hop right here. This is the new hip-hop, shall I say. The new hip-hop is not rapping. The new hip-hop is streaming. That's what the new hip-hop is. And it's all about who can freestyle better. And I'm going to tell you right now that most of y'all, I know for a fact, cannot freestyle better than me on this knowledge of hip-hop stuff. Y'all can't. Y'all can't. You know why? Because I'm too deep into this. A lot of y'all ain't even been to Africa. Let's speak on that. A lot of y'all ain't been to the pyramids. Let's speak on that. I'm not even going to bring up all the photos and all that. But like, yo, man. A lot of y'all ain't have conversations with KRS-One that went viral that we all saw. I was already talking about this. Over 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I already put this up on YouTube. I have the crimp. Yo, let me stop. Let me stop for a second. Let me calm down. I already have the credentials. Okay? I already have the credentials, man. You can look this up on YouTube and you can see that I have been dropping videos. I have been dropping videos on this knowledge and on these topics for over the last 10 years. I had to tell some people this one day. This is what I do like about the new Drake project that's about to come out. I'm going to come back to this in a minute. This is what I like about the new Drake project that's about to come out. Is that he said on a particular song, he said, yo, I was on top. You know, I'm not saying the lyrics exactly the way the lyrics were, but he basically was saying like, hey man, I was on top and I was doing this and doing that, and then y'all already forgot who I was. And I gotta remind you, like I've already sold almost 1 billion records, but I still gotta remind you who I am. Yo, if we got somebody on a Drake level who still gotta remind you who he is, then I gotta still remind you who I am. Like that part right there that he said resonated with me when I heard that part. And that let me realize right there where I said to myself, I was like, oh, okay, now I can see why Drake is one of my favorite rappers. That is why Drake is one of my favorite rappers. He's one of my favorite rappers because he will put stuff like that into a rap song. And the way he says it and the beats that he chooses to, he chooses great beats, magnificent beats. Old Time Production, man. It looks like he took it back to, what was the album? Nothing Was the Same? Is that the album? Where Drake was actually rapping on, I said, yo, man, he took it back to nothing was the same. Yo, this is dope. So I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. We're going to see if he's going to drop at midnight Eastern time. Yeah, we got a comment coming in finally. Okay. You said it's lame. What's lame? Drake or something else? You tell me. Can you please elaborate what's lame? So you know, man, I'm reading your comments right now. I want them to come through on the Ustream too, on the multi-stream, because for some reason they weren't. Maybe because I re-flipped it over and rescheduled it. Maybe that's why it wasn't coming through. Make sure you guys are liking the stream too. Can I say that too, man? Make sure you guys put a like out, and I gotta just do a quick break for our sponsors. Make sure you guys sponsor the channel so I can put more of these videos out here. Here's my Cashapp and PayPal. The Cashapp is $beatGrade. That's BEAT, like a beat. GRADE, like grade, like you graded paper in school. And you see the QR code right there. So if you guys want to go ahead and scan that, you can scan that QR code. Plus, I have the PayPal right here, which is also at beatGrade. BEATGRADE. Once again, that's B as in boy, BEAT as in a beat, a music beat, and GRADE, like you graded paper in school. All one word, beatGrade. Make sure you support the channel, man. Thank you, because it helps me to be able to continue to get this going, man. But for now, if you guys don't want to support the channel, and I'll say this too real quick, even $1 helps, man. I really appreciate it. $1 goes a long way. As I've already mentioned before, if I had $1 for every video that you guys have seen, I would be a multi-millionaire right now. But don't worry, I'm working on that right now currently. So we will, as a matter of fact, I got the shirt on right now that says manifest. If you guys see this, made by my peoples, manifest. So, yo, I'm rocking that. So as a matter of fact, I've already manifested millions of dollars. But for those of you that can help contribute $1 to this platform and what I am doing, I greatly appreciate that. So make sure you guys hit these links up here above. It's beatGrade, 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 all one word. Cashapp, PayPal. You can also just Google us too, and you'll find us. But I appreciate it, man. Back to our scheduled program. That's how we pay the rent, man. That's how I pay for the Wi-Fi. It helps. All right. If we can get a few more likes coming in, that helps, man. Let me make sure we got the likes coming in. All right, thank you. We got some likes coming in. I appreciate y'all. That's what helps get the algorithm going. Who would have thought that YouTube is popping more than the TikTok? Usually I got the TikTok popping more. But as of now, YouTube is somewhat popping more than the TikTok. So I appreciate y'all for that. What y'all want to hear me speak on, man? Because like I said, man, I'm going to speak on the real hip-hop. The things that I'm tired of is that I am tired of people talking about the same thing going on in hip-hop. And hopefully, like I said, y'all can hear me okay. I'm tired of the same people talking about the same thing. Like, I understand Drake is about to drop his album, and we're all getting ready for that. But other than that, I'm tired. Or not tired. Maybe that's not the right word. Maybe a better word is to say, I'm annoyed. Yeah, that's a better word a little bit. A little bit. I'm annoyed of everybody talking about the same thing on these podcast episodes. And then Complex goes out to say, oh, these are the best media, hip-hop media journalists. But they're all talking about the same thing. And as I mentioned before, what's new? What are you saying that's new? I thought that that's the reason why we call it the news. That's the reason why we call it journalism. Is because you are portraying something that is new. But that doesn't seem to be the case, man. Doesn't seem to be the case. But Nadeska, she's cool. She's dope and all. But a lot of her takes are just average takes. Like, did y'all go back, and I'll just say this real quick. Did y'all go back and watch that interview that she did with J. Cole? Where she was just like, oh, so what inspired you to write that song? Oh, well, we're all J. Cole fans. We can't wait for you to drop your next album, or this album that you just dropped was amazing. What's new? I didn't hear anything new. So the fact that she's even number 20 on the list, Ebro, I feel that you should be happy with that. And the other interesting thing is that Rosenberg goes on to say, Drake is not your boy. He's not your boy, man. Do I have it right here? Yeah. It might be kind of hard to see, but you guys can kind of see that right there. Where Ebro had to retweet. He's like, yo, man, he hates you. He's not your boy. So it's like, oh, you got people in your own camp that are checking you, that are telling you, hey, man, hold on. We understand you got to do certain things to get clout. We understand that. But some things are just going too far, man. You just meat riding a little too much. And where Drake, when Ebro came on to say, oh, it's Drake Day. Yo, man, oh, you meat riding too much, man. You meat riding too much. But this is who Complex puts on the list. A bunch of meat riders. So, what is it, man? You all got to be meat riding the same rappers and artists and people and rappers who get arrested and who are doing time and who are locked up. That's who we got to talk about in order to get the number one journalism spot. Like, look, man, if you want to go online academics and you want to talk about which rappers got arrested and which rappers shot who or shot at who or whatever, and then you want to also give a racist a platform and speak about it, like, you could just choose to ignore certain things, but you choose to give certain things this light. And all this is going on in the black community. All this what's going on in the black community. This is what we decided to talk about. It don't even have to be the black community. We could just say hip-hop culture. But we know where hip-hop came from, right? This is my point, man. Yo, we got to elevate, man. We got to elevate. That's what beatGrade is about here, man. That's what this channel is about to be right here. I'm about to give the alternative. I'm going to give the alternative on enlightenment. I'm not going to follow the trends, man. So I understand that sometimes we might not get 100,000 hits right away. But I'm going to guarantee you we're going to do something. I mean, I'm already doing something now. I'm at almost 1,000 right now on the stream on YouTube. Real Pardon 85. Let me see what you say. Tracklist for dudes who paint their nails. Yo, man, I hear you, fam. I hear you. I hear you. Shout out those that you were giving comments. Even some that might be hating. I appreciate you, man. I even read the comments from the haters. Interesting, because I had all y'all up on here a minute ago. Jason Weaver, Lauren, all y'all that was on the TikTok. But it seems like when we stream on the laptop, it seems like it's harder to reach you guys. But it's all good, man. Some people said that they liked it when I brought other people on to speak. And then some people said they didn't like it. So like I said, maybe with this show, I'm going to try to do a little bit of a hybrid. Because I get it. You don't want other people coming on and hijacking the show, because then they start talking about dumb stuff. You know, not dumb stuff necessarily, but like stuff that we just that's not what this show was. Like, I'm the one that created this show. We don't want to talk about whatever it is that you're talking about. If you're talking about something that's on the subject, then let's speak about it. But if you're talking about something that just has nothing to do with what the subject is here, that's okay for a few seconds. But we ain't going to let you take over the show talking about whatever it is that you want to talk about. So I understand how some people might be upset about that. Shout out to those of you that are having the comments come in. I'm going to keep this stream going until I get it to 1,000. So if you guys can keep the likes coming in. If I get the stream to get to 1,000 views, it doesn't have to be 1,000 likes. Let's get the likes up. But I'm at almost like 300 or something like that. If I can get this up to 1,000 views on YouTube, so make sure you share it with your peoples. I guarantee you that I will do a stream every day at least 10 p.m. Eastern time. Every day. I will make it my job. And hopefully you guys will be supporting and donating enough. And let me put the link up again so you guys can see my Cash App and PayPal. And hopefully you guys will be donating and contributing enough to my PayPal and Cash App to where I can be able to pay my rent and pay the electricity bill to be able to continue these streams. But I will tell you right now that if I get this to 1,000 views before I jump off this stream, I will do these every day. Let me take that back, except for Sunday. I do believe in the Sabbath. I am not religious, but I do believe in certain things. And I will say that I do believe in the Sabbath, though. So I will take one day off. But I will work every single day, and I will bring you the real hip-hop if we can get this to 1,000 views. But yes, let's get this a few more likes if we can. If we can get a few more likes, that would be great. We'll see. All right, let's see what they have to say. I'll be right back, y'all.
Then a bunch of people then on that list.
Now, when you say more, you say more important, or do you mean more?
I would say all of it.
But is it because you guys
more impactful?
Because you guys are.
Let's just rewind that for a second.
She's done more than
a bunch of people then on that list.
Now, when you say more, you say more important, or do you mean more?
I would say all of it.
But is it because you guys about and do an interview?
Why the fuck can't you?
And then
No, let her finish. Like, I understand. No, let her finish. Let her finish. Hang on. You done?
No.
Because we can't have like this. No,
but you're not. We should have the convo. I think there is, because there's different ways to approach the game that we're in, this hip hop media thing,
whatever you call
it, because there are people who are making content every day, streaming, whatever.
Yeah. Right. After the video with Complex, he talked about how he has like nightmares about not working enough. Like that's how hard he's working. People like Joe Budden, you doing multiple shows. So yeah, I understand if people feel a way that.
But that's one aspect of the game.
Okay.
And the reason I'm kind of trying to, I guess, understand how we all see it is because I think it's an important time in hip hop media. Why? Because there's not really a dominant hip hop media outlet in the sense that we're accustomed to, right? There's lifestyle outlets that also cover hip hop. There's music outlets that also cover hip hop, right? But there's not a specific hip hop media outlet, right? Is there? Maybe it's, and by the way, maybe that's why Academics is at number one, because all he does every day, all day, is specific to hip hop. Mm-hmm. Now, whether you like it, think it's credible, that's a different discussion, but there is a level of frequency, and I think we live in a time where
frequency is rewarded, right? The algorithm rewards frequency right now. We're in a clip economy, getting your stuff clipped up and it going viral. Like, that's the game. The most thoughtful, well-written, thing is not regarded or rewarded the same as it used to be.
My shit is boring sometimes. It's not going to make the...
But there's people who love that, though. Not that it's boring. It's not boring. It's thoughtful. It's intellectual.
And it's not salacious.
Right? And so people will call that boring because, great word. Yeah. It's not salacious. It's not, you're not trying to hustle the algorithm for emotion. It's intentional. Lo, you as somebody, I mean, you're not the journalist that she is, but you claim to be a journalist. You are somebody.
It's not the time.
He's trying to have my back and just
it's not the time for that. It's not the time for that.
No, but you're frustrated. But you're frustrated by things that aren't thoughtful. Right? Like, you're frustrated by a game that isn't thoughtful and careful about hip-hop. But that's where we are today.
And that's cool. That's why I shot. No dog in the fight. This is what we do. This is, like he said.
You kind of got a dog in the fight. You literally have
I don't have a dog in the fight because I come at it differently. I look at things a lot differently than a lot of people on that list and in general look at things. And if that makes me old school or just like the get off my lawn type nigga, type person, I'll own that and I'll claim that. But I have intent. I care about what I say. I care about what I produce. I care about what I attach my name to. I care about a lot of shit. There are a lot of things that people don't care about, and that's their world, that's their realm. I'm not going to step on that and hate on that. But I can tell you the difference between me and a couple other people.
But love.
And that's now, I will say this. Sorry, Eddie, one last thing that I'll add. On the list, right, there are individuals that only cover hip-hop because hip-hop is popular. Or negative, or someone. Well, no, it's just popular. It gets the algorithm going, whatever. It's popular.
It's all. Yeah.
I wonder. There are definitely people on there that I wonder if they would be on there if hip hop wasn't popular, right? And that's not shade. Like, for instance, and I love Kai Cenat, right? But Kai Cenat isn't like a music streamer. He happens to play music and do things, but it was my understanding that he was more in a streamer video game space with doing antics with his friends, and then other people wanted to start hanging out, and then it became hip-hop. But he's not, quote-unquote, trying, and especially not now, trying to...
Yo, I just want to add right there that I completely agree with Ebro right there on that. Is that if some of these people, or if hip-hop wasn't as big as it is, would some of these folks be doing mainstream streaming about hip-hop? Let me fix this real quick. Give me 1 second. Woody, I doubt it. Hold on. But not even just him. The other funny thing is that they actually put Twitter accounts, yo, as hip-hop media. We don't even know if these Twitter accounts are even real people. Are they even in the United States? Let me check one of them. I mean, I'm sure Complex is not that dumb to not do their research to make sure that these Twitter accounts that they said are hip-hop journalists, that they consider or hip-hop media, because I know some people will be like, oh, we didn't say journalists. We just said hip-hop media. I really would like to know where they're located. Hold on. All right. So we got one that's in Canada. What is that? Hold on. Let me just double check. Let me just look this up. Where is... Okay. So, yo, we don't even have like United States for some of these. Like, you look up my account, because you know that was a good thing that Elon Musk did, because he said, yo, man, we got too many people that are faking accounts. Too many people that are faking accounts. So we got to know where these accounts are coming from. So now we see we got like South Asia, Afghanistan, the Middle East, somewhat it says, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and then, you know, other parts of Asia, Europe, but then of course the United States, right? You look up some of our accounts, it says the United States, whereas some of these accounts will say a whole nother country, and it's like, but you're speaking on what's going on in the United States. And people are falling for this. But my point is that did Complex put some of these accounts on their list just because they have a huge Twitter following? Like, is that what we're judging hip hop? Can you check this out, yo? Like, for real. Check this out, man. We're judging hip hop on Twitter followings. I think we've all admitted, man, that most of the people on Twitter don't even know what the heck is going on or don't know what's up with real hip hop. But I want to say, Ebro, in my opinion, is right here about what he's saying about if hip hop was not as popular as it is, would they be covering these topics, especially in hip hop? But I also want to go back to the streamers.
Media.
Like, where's it been the last 6 months?
But I'm just saying that, that we're putting people in a box because they are lifestyle, right? That happens to be hip hop, but is that hip hop media? And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just, it's kind of like just a question. Yeah. Like, are we grading anyone who just happens to be on the internet and, you know, Iceman's coming out Friday? Everybody's covering it. It's gonna be covered. Does that make you hip hop media?
Because after the release, like a bunch of those people will drop off.
I just want to congratulate both you guys for being number 9 and number 20 on a list, and I think that's very good. And I think we should congratulate that. So good job, y'all. I'm proud of y'all, man. Good job.
Yo, this show is whack. Other than Ebro, I'm gonna say that without Ebro, this show would be whack. Ebro is actually what makes the show tight. Ebro and Nadeska make this show tight. That's where I would give Nadeska her props. Is that her and Ebro make the show tight. But other than that, and thank you for the likes coming in. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see how long we've been going on for. About an hour. I'll probably go on for another 30 minutes. I mean, I guess I don't really have to, because Iceman is about to drop in a few minutes. Let's see if I can take some calls. Hold on. See if I can take some more calls that we'll do real quick. Check. Hopefully you guys can hear the mic on there. All right. I'm going to be right back with y'all in just a minute. We're about to get started in just a second. I want to see if I can take some calls on the TikTok. So please make sure you guys are streaming, locked in with me. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to be right back. Give me just a second. Let me put this up in the meantime too, so you guys can support my Cash App and PayPal. That's at beatGrade, BEATGRADE, which you see spelled right there. I'm gonna be right back. Let me see if we can take some calls on the TikTok in just a minute. I'll play this.
Iceman's coming out Friday. Everybody's covering it. It's gonna be covered. Does that make you hip hop media?
Because after the release, like a bunch of those people are going to drop off.
I just want to congratulate both of you guys for being number 9 and number 20 on a list, and I think that's very good. And I think we should congratulate that. So good job, y'all. I'm proud of y'all, man. Good job, man. Good job. That's good.
Thanks, man. It's an honor, man.
Yeah.
I'm
So right on time. That train is never late.
Iceman Friday.
Whenever we talk about Drake, we get streamed. Drake is great for business. Drake is the LeBron James of hip hop. I want Drake. Look, let's pretend. Let's live in an ultra universe. Let's act like the beef happens and Drake just ceases to exist and no one listens to Drake again. That's horrible for me personally. It's horrible for you. It's horrible for Ebro, Tedesca, Loki. I want this album to come out and sell. It's kind of bad. I want it to sell 5 to 6. If LeBron retires tomorrow, Stephen A. Smith is going to go into a coma. He's like, God damn, what am I going to talk about? Right. Same thing. Same thing. I want LeBron in the playoffs for as long as possible. It's sad that Steph Curry's no longer in the playoffs. By the time this come out, LeBron might not be in the playoffs no more, so this is sad for me. But yeah, I want this to be great. I want to talk about
what you're talking about, Eddie, is stardom. You're talking about a real bona fide star releasing an album.
How many stars do we got? We don't got that many stars. Like, yes, make a great album. I want R&B Drake. I want reggae Drake. I want UK Drake. I want all of it. I want 20.
Well, I think really at the end of the day, one thing that, as we've all loved about Drake is the song making has always been great. Mm-hmm. Like, you could have your critiques about, whether or not, you like him, or whether or not he's made a classic rap album or this, that, but he's delivered hits.
Yeah. All right, so actually you put together a little refresher on the hits. Anticipation for this album is so high that I feel like people have examined this release that we haven't heard yet from all the angles. So I did a little piece really just comparing Drake to Drake, just like a little refresher on how we approach the last 2 albums coming off.
Episode 3 on the Patreon, yes sir. So this is going to be tonight's laundry list. We're going to start off with this live stream. We're going to be going on till around like 9:15. After that, at 9:45, we're going to start our first stream on Patreon. That's when we're going to be reacting. And Lou and I and the entire team have had the honor of being here. Thank you guys. I read.
In the streets of Toronto tomorrow. We're probably going to drop a location or something, but
yeah, keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but it's going to be a cool surprise.
It's going to be a super cool surprise. So Lou, just before we get to some super chats, and kind of give you guys another surprise that we have planned tonight, how do you feel, bro? Because you and I have done a lot of content on this album. Shout out to Nick, because Nick's in the background as well, but he's had a lot to say on the audio podcast. What are you feeling going into tonight? Are you optimistic? I know there's been a lot of leaks. We chose not to cover like a lot of it just because you never know what's real, what's not, and honestly, just respect to the artists. Like, let them roll out their own shit.
I mean, we're going to talk about some of that shit though tonight.
For sure, absolutely. But yeah, no, how do you feel about everything going into tonight?
Bro, I think I said this in the past, but like, this is the first Drake album in a while where he's really left everything up for surprise. Like, I like that there's so much suspense going into this album. We don't have any single. We don't have the fucking album art yet. Like, there's so much that usually you would have gotten at this point in the rollout that is just left a mystery. So I like going in completely blind. That's why I haven't heard 1 a.m. in Albany or any of those other leaks that came out. Like, I really try to stay off of that just to go in completely fresh. In terms of am I optimistic? I mean, listen, bro, his back's against the wall, right? And that's usually when he delivers. Will he put out an album that's the quality of a Views or a Take Care? I don't know. He hasn't been in the best form, in my opinion, in terms of like some Sexy Songs for You and For All the Dogs being his worst, which are his most recent for me. But again, he's in a different mode right now. Like, he knows that he needs to fucking deliver. So we'll see. What about you?
I'm optimistic going into tonight. I'm optimistic. I think, like, with everything that's been going on, especially this year for this rollout, like, it's made me I would say happy to feel like, bro, people are really hyped for this Drake album.
Yeah.
And I think you could be a J. Cole fan, a Travis fan, a Kendrick fan, a Jay-Z fan, like any fan, from another fan base. But tonight you're listening to Iceman. I think it's fucking inevitable, bro. Like, you're going to be talking about this album. It's a moment in time. Hip-hop needs these types of albums, bro.
Yeah.
Hip-hop needs these types of blockbusters. As much as I feel like there's been so much fucking great quality coming out of the underground, and they've been doing a great job as well. Some of the stuff that we've been lacking, at least in this genre, is these blockbusters to hit, right? It's one thing to get, like, another Fast and Furious fucking installment, but when it's shit, it's like, all right, bro, weekend's over, everyone goes back to regular scheduled programming. But I think this year, even looking at something like The Fall Off, like, bro, there's been blockbusters that have hit. The genre needs it. It keeps the ecosystem alive. And to be honest with you, bro, like, there's no one that could fuck with Drake when it comes down to, like, dropping a blockbuster album besides a couple of people. So it's a fucking honor any single time that he comes out, he drops, he decides to go after it, and we'll see what happens, bro. I think we're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be special. But before we get into your super chats, which we're about to get into, you guys are already killing it. You're flooding them in.
Yeah, Luke, tell them what we got going on tonight with the news vinyl.
You guys know what it is. Anytime there's a big pre-album stream, we like to say thank you to everybody that is donating on their own. And to thank you guys, we're doing a raffle. The same angle, like, that's when it kind of feels redundant to me. When you're giving me the same material you already did, it's okay to revisit 2024. I'm chill with that, but, like, be a bit creative with it in terms of that sense.
So
but
who wasn't a fan of the Muggsy Bogues punchlines, eh?
Were you?
You know what? I was kind of indifferent about it. Like, as a Drake listener, like, I was like, okay, this was expected. I think anyone that was going into this album and felt like, bro, this needed to be completely bleached of any fucking Kendrick bars, like, you're delusional.
Yeah.
That was never gonna happen. This was a huge moment for him in his career. Like, he was gonna talk about it the same way he did with Scorpion, bro, after the Pusha T beef, or after, like, on Views, bro, with the Meek Mill beef. Like, it's inevitable. Like, this is what this guy lived through. But like you said, like, the short angle was recycled, whatever the case may be.
That's why
I didn't expect him to go, like, super hard with it, though. Like, it's not like a whole diss track, like, sort of being exposed, to a certain extent.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying, like, go hard at it, but, like, he had mentioned something else where it was like, yo, like, they crowned you the winner based off of fucking lies, and, like, you had a sick, like, uppercase wordplay where I'm like, this is hard, bro. This is actually good. It's just, I'm not one of those people, because there is a whole fucking section of people that are like, yo, if he revisits the beef, it's a wrap, I'm checked out, I don't want to hear it. I'm not in that boat. I'm just in the boat of, like, give me a new perspective, or give me, like, new angles, give me, like, some creativity, like, talk about it in a way that you haven't already, and I'll be interested. That's kind of where I'm at with it, I'm not one of those people, because there is a whole fucking section.
I'm still with y'all right here. I'm gonna be right back. I just had to grab a few things, but I wanted to get their takes real quick and tell me what you guys think.
Keep on moving. The next chat is going to be a triple for Maeve Steele. Shout out to Maeve. Appreciate the tremendous support tonight. You said, yo, big night. Happy to join you guys for the album. If you're reading this, it's too late. It was my first solo.
And a lot of people in the studio tonight, like, I'm sure everyone in this fucking studio listens to Free This Is Too Late, but just some context. Last week on the Patreon plan, we did a listening party that Free This Is Too Late. There wasn't anything crazy dropping. It was between that and the new Action Bronson project. And a lot of people in that stream never listened to If You're Reading This. So that's another conversation in itself. This is going to be a big moment for a lot of new Drake listeners, bro. I think for us, we take it for granted because we've been listening since, bro, the late 2000s, low-key, since So Far Gone. But for a lot of kids that are maybe like 15, 16 years old, this is going to feel like their Views moment, for example, right? So how do you think that's going to affect the reception of the album, how people are going to gauge it, etc.?
I mean, yeah, they're going in with, like, kind of a clean slate. So, like, for a lot of people, this might end up being their favorite Drake album because they maybe only have heard 2 or 3, right? So that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, No Tellin' as your favorite off the project, great fucking pick, bro. The beat switch is incredible. The flows are amazing. So great taste there. Next up, you said hoping for a Tom McDonald, Marilyn Manson, Mouse feature on this.
For sure, buddy.
I mean, yeah, I was hoping more for, like, some Ice Spice and maybe some Morgan, but I don't know.
Some Morgan?
You don't always get that lucky.
Yeah,
right?
you don't always get that lucky. But let's go on to your next one.
Next up, will the reaction be on YouTube Live or Patreon? So yeah, guys, for anyone that's wondering, last week we just, like, tested out live streaming directly on Patreon, and we got some different reception, and we're around 2 than I was to cover the round 1. What about you?
It's gonna be a fucking shit show, bro.
Yeah, of course.
It's gonna be a huge fucking shit show. That's for sure.
Guys, let us know in the chat. Do you think round 2 is reignited shortly after the release of this album?
That's a huge fucking narrative, bro.
It is.
Is round 2 gonna get reignited tonight?
It could happen.
Do I want it? Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, depending on like where the current climate is at.
That's it. Like, if we were in a different era of like social media and like just online discourse, then maybe I'd say yes. But because of how
Kendrick
fucking toxic it is,
the bell, though? Does Kendrick have to answer the bell?
That's the thing, though. Is that like
it's in his court, though. If he doesn't answer the bell, like, it's completely chill. Like, he did what he had to do in 2024.
He probably won't. I mean, listen. Think about how like he kind of just let the Hard Part 6 chill. He kind of just let it linger, and like it benefited him. Yeah.
A lot of lyrics started surfacing. A lot of things were said. You and I have had conversations with Nick on the audio podcast every single Tuesday, by the way, just about like everything that's going on with Anna for sure.
Okay.
At least we have a midnight release tonight, so that's pretty fucking sick.
Penetration.
Yeah, great. Maybe we'll start doing that, actually. We'll start doing it in that sense.
Yeah.
Because the YouTube, the main channel has changed drastically, and like what we do and how we cover our stuff and what we get done. But we'll try our best to do it on the audio podcast
for sure. J Hove with the next chat. Thank you. You've been entered in the raffle. With Dreams Money Can Buy is Drake's most underrated song. Adam's really big on it.
I'm huge on that song. I know you're not, bro.
I'm not that I'm not huge on it. I don't think it's like a top like 50 Drake song or anything like that. Like some people put. I think there's far better tracks on Care Package. Next up though, Weezus once again. Thank you, bro. You said also hot take, but So Far Gone's a classic. Not gonna lie.
By the way, I think 2-2, bro.
Oh,
bro,
no, it's an action-packed game.
No, bro.
Fuck. Who scored? Texier. Damn. That's a first period 4 goals is nuts.
That's insane, bro.
Okay. So Far got me a classic. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a classic in the sense of like it shook the world. Like Drake really put his fucking boots on the ground. He's like, "Yo, I'm here. I'm gonna be a force to be reckoned with," and it made other artists treat their mixtapes like albums. Is it a classic like musically? I mean, not from top to bottom. It's debatable for me. Then.
I think it's a fan favorite though within the discography.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
For sure.
It's an essential album.
Yeah.
For Drake's catalog.
Oh yeah. Next up, though, Anthony Ortiz. Thank you, bro. You said, "Will this album be better than Scorpion?"
That's tough.
It's tough because Scorpion was a great album. Like,
I think that's an underrated album in his catalog, bro. People say that it's overbloated. Like, we've had this debate. I think you've kind of switched on the album to a certain extent because you used to think like, bro, it's mostly bloat, but realistically,
I never said it's mostly bloat, but
I think you started warming up to a lot more tracks, especially on the second half.
Yeah, I did.
So I think, listen, if it's better than Scorpion, brother.
I think you know what happens. Like, maybe I'm speaking like for myself only, but I think other Drake fans can relate to this. It's like, as a Drake fan, you always really want to like every project, like you would for any artist that you fucking really have a love for their music. The more that I'm hearing like some sexy songs for you and for all the dogs, the more it makes me warm up to like some of those other tracks that I was like, oh, these are just okay because I'm hearing a more diluted version. You know what I'm trying to say?
But like the 8 out of 10s, the Sancho Roses, bro,
oh,
that's how
those
you
are
feel.
Phenomenal. Like, Can't Take a Joke, the Slapper,
Emotionless, Is There More? Holy fuck, bro! Even Survival.
Yeah, no, they're
Nice
stupid
for
songs.
What to me is one of his greatest hits ever.
Yeah, there's stupid songs on that album.
That's what it is.
Jack Mop, thank you so much. An Aussie boy in the building.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Said long-time listener, fellas. Thank you for checking us out. Love your work. Good on you, boys from Australia. Let's go. Iceman season. We're here. Drizzy Drake about to drop. The game is in disarray.
3-2, by the way.
Montreal?
No, Buffalo. Bro, this is a crazy game.
This fuck.
Bro, that's a crazy.
That's really fucked. Ryan with the next chat. Thank you so much for the generosity. You said, just wanted to say thank you guys for everything you do. I've been very discouraged as an artist myself in recent years. Your content honestly inspires me to keep going. Much love. Thank you, bro. Honestly, if we could be a source of inspiration for any creative, any artist, that means the world to us. Just because, you know, that was a big way for us to, you know, put our feet through the door. Was like gain inspiration from other entrepreneurs, other artists, other creatives. Like, it's cool to study some of the people you admire and try to replicate some of the moves that they've made. So keep on going, brother, and yeah, bro. Hopefully you could share us some of your music at some point, and
that's one thing
wish
that
you
I
the best
always
of luck.
liked about Drake's music, especially like listening on early on, is like that pursuit of always trying to be better and that pursuit to reach the mountaintop. You know, like we were having conversations with people today in the studio that were helping us with the setup, and just guys that were in Toronto, and they're around Drake's age, and they were coming up with Drake in the city, like around that era, and they were saying how like Drake before So Far Gone within Toronto was just seen as the grassy rapper, and everyone was fucking confused when like Lil Wayne signed him, and everyone was like, "You really signed to the grassy rapper? Like, what does this even mean?"
This
bro?"
guy's soft.
Yeah,
what
like
the fuck's
and
he gonna do?
people. And if you're from Toronto, I guess you feel this too, because there's sort of a same sentiment in Montreal where everyone's like trying to tear you down, whatever it is, and like Drake has always been able to like push forward and do his thing. So, you know,
Absolutely.
just shows what happens. But when you continue to be consistent and you continue to put your foot forward, I think it's always important.
All right, next up we have Connor Bedard. Much love. I'll let you take this one.
All right, much love, bro. You said, I'm surprised you're missing the Habs game. I know, but honestly, I got it on in the background now. I have to put it on. It's in like a little screen on my phone. But you said, not to spoil much, but the Drake song sounds pathetic on 1 a.m. Something like The Victim, another Irish freestyle.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
No, that's not what I wanted. Listen, we'll see. I saw some of the bars, like the bars circulated online, and like it was different though. The LeBron angle was fire. Like, we'll see. I'm gonna save it all for 12 a.m. Eastern time. But speaking about 12 a.m. Eastern time, guys, a lot of shit's going down tonight. So we're gonna finish up this live stream around 9 o'clock. Then after that, we're gonna be heading on to Patreon at 9:45 for Iceman episode 4. Once that drops, we're gonna be reacting to it live with our Patreon community there. So be going down to the reactions here, a little bonus for you guys. Then we're gonna be going to the live album reaction at 12 a.m. First thoughts, you guys know how it fucking goes. It's gonna be a stacked night. Also, anyone that sent in a super chat tonight, you've been entered into the Views raffle. It's gonna be fucking massive. I love Views. That's actually a vinyl that I want for the studio. So maybe we'll pick ourselves up one, bro, when we go pick up that Views vinyl. But one super chat equals one entry. Way to say thank you to all the super chatters. You guys have been supporting us for months now, well, years actually. And then that's pretty much it, guys. The Patreon's gonna fucking explode tonight. So if you want to join, link in the description.
I promise you, like, you guys can tell with the backgrounds that we have, with the fact that we're in Toronto for this, like, the vibes are gonna be special tonight, guys. For that reaction, like,
I have a good feeling about tonight for sure.
We're gonna have some drinks flowing. We're gonna have a great fucking time, and this will be one of the best reactions that we ever do. Like, it's gonna be an entertaining one. I'm gonna say that. You guys don't want to miss it. Link in the description to our live album reaction on Patreon. But let's keep on moving. Aaron Torres, Tuscan Leather or Pound Cake, thank you for the donation. And I'll be having this debate with myself forever. It's one of those. But
like, as a favorite personal song, Pound Cake. But like, what's objectively a better song when you look at the bar work and like, honestly, for me, like the production's up for debate. I don't think it's as easy as that. Like, I'd even maybe edge more towards Pound Cake because I love the Ellie Goulding sample, and then after that, when you move into like more of the softer stuff towards like the end, like I love that verse.
To me,
that
like,
verse means a lot to me,
but it's just like my mind was blown when I realized that like Whitney Houston was flipped 3 different ways with like fucking pitch alterations and her vocals being reversed. Like, I'll never get over that beat, and to start an album like that, bro, like that's just forever gonna be the best Drake intro. So I probably lean Tuscan. Next up, DJ, what is good? Welcome. You said if you can only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be? Could it be anything? Man.
Guys, I'm starting to get older, bro. Like, I was having this conversation with Apple and the Whip. I think it's gonna be What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, bro. For me, like, that's
a fucking beautiful
That's
album.
Becoming, like, I think as I get older, just my favorite album of all time, bro.
I mean, listen, there's so many options, but yeah, Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder is up there for me for sure. And then maybe some jazz albums, bro. Like putting on some fucking John Coltrane music or whatever the case may be. Like, you can't ever really get tired of that kind of music, bro.
That's it.
You'll never get fed up with it.
You'll never get fed up, bro.
Especially if there's no vocals and like you could live with that music day in, day out.
Beautiful.
But yeah, all right. Next up we have
DJ. Much love, bro. You've been entered into the raffle for views.
No, you just answered that.
Sorry.
Dark Edits to the next one. Thank you, brother. Welcome.
Dax feature on the song Joker Man is peak. I agree, bro. I was ecstatic to figure out that Dax was going to be on the song.
Yeah, I mean, like the Ben Shapiro feature is still up in the air.
Yeah.
You know, there's word of a lot of different people that can come on, but we'll see.
That's it. I heard Azbul is going to probably have an interlude on this.
Yeah. I heard Erica Kirk might make an appearance too.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. Apparently, though, she's
headlining a festival, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, sir. So we'll see what happens there. But on to some more serious business. Nick, how many likes are we at, bro? Holy shit.
1250. You see how fucking much it skyrocketed?
How many viewers are in here right now? 2,300, bro. We could get this up to 1,500.
Easy, guys.
Easy.
Smash that like button.
1,500, the next like goal. Let's fucking do it, guys. Let's absolutely go. It's gonna be a special night tonight, so wonderful.
Okay, next up we have Darren. Thank you for the love, bro. You said, "What's up, boys? Track v track, Fireman versus Earthman."
Honestly, don't know. I've never.
I think Oil Man wipes all of them.
I think Oil Man does indeed.
So we're gonna go with Puff Daddy's Oil Man. Garrett Dorff with the next one. You just sent in a $1. Thank you. You've been entered. Party, much love. I don't care if Drake is farting on the mic the whole album. That Drake and Future reunion will be generational. I hope it's going to be generational, but like I was saying this to Ant the other day, I'm like, yo, when you really think about it, when was the last like amazing Drake and Future collab that you got?
True.
Like, it's kind of been a minute. So I'm hoping it's good, but that's not like the main reason I'm tuning into this album, but whatever, we'll see. Our brother Finn, bro, I know you've been waiting for this album forever. I'm glad to be experiencing it with you. You said it's finally time, staying up all night here in the UK. Even called into sick to work tomorrow. What a legend. Going to enjoy the stream tonight. Much love, boys. I love a man who has his priorities straight. Fuck work, fuck school, fuck it all, bro. It's Iceman time. That's what matters.
It is indeed Iceman time, bro.
Sipnos, much love. You think Iceman could reignite the beef? We had a bit of a discussion about this earlier on. Yeah, listen. I think that this is a prediction I'll have. On every single rap Drake song, on every single song where like the focus is rapping, he will be dissing at least one person. That's my fucking best. That's my bet, bro. He's gonna diss one person at least on every single rapping song. Could it reignite the beef though, Ant?
Yeah, I think so. We were just having this conversation how like potentially like, bro, looking at everything that's going on right now, especially with like all the lyrics that are being thrown around, like maybe you're gonna probably get like another situation, you know?
Yeah.
But then, you know, does Kendrick respond? Does he get back into the ring? Like that's a whole other conversation in itself. All right, let's keep going on with this. Let's go on to, I believe we are at, I think J2, right? We're back to J2.
We're at J2.
Yes, sir. Much love. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for coming in. Because you super chatted that you will be entered into the raffle for the views Vine. We said praying once again for Wonder Girl and DJ Danny Beats. That'd be awesome. That would be absolutely wonderful.
I'll take that.
The boy won the beats, bro. Like everything considered, I just want to see. I want to see everything go down.
Absolutely. Okay. Next up, we have James Haggard. Thank you so much for being here. You've been entered into the raffle. By the way, guys, vinyl raffle is live. 1 super chat equals 1 entry. You're not late yet. Winner will be revealed by the end of the stream. James says, this is the first Drake album I'm listening to. That's awesome, bro. I hope you enjoy it, man. I hope that your first one's a good one. Next up, Jordan Dela Cruz. Thank you so much. If this flops tonight, it's pretty much raps for the boys. So we were just talking about this. It's not raps for Drake. No. Like, it's raps in the sense of like maybe having that hope as a Drake fan that will ever put out another great album. Like maybe conversations of like he's washed artistically could start happening a bit more. That being said, bro, the guy's the #1 streamed artist every fucking year. Like his throne at the top as like the most popular rapper, I don't see that changing for a while. That's just me though.
I'm in the same boat, bro. Like I don't think there's anything that could possibly like dethrone his career at this point. So.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Alan Sari. Good to see you in here again, man. You said, guys, you were tripping when you predicted a J. Cole feature on this album. Cole's in a different mind space, and yeah, that was something else that came out of the leaks, which again, we couldn't shelter everything. We ended up seeing that there was a bit of a jab at J. Cole, so I think that pretty much confirms there's not going to be any Cole involvement.
There probably isn't.
Next up, we're getting WK. Thank you so much for coming in. You said, are we getting the Octavian joint you think? Twisting the O and the C and the T, and oh my god, bro, that song was a fucking banger. That's Plot Twist, which is one of the leaks that I really hope to see. Like National Treasure, Plot Twist, Lake Como, and there's another one that I can't think of.
I want Spicy on this, bro.
Spicy's pretty good.
Spicy's pretty fire, bro. Like, that's gonna be a goal for me. I know that's gonna be something you just play in the whip and fucking have a good time with. So we'll see. But Octavian will have a big part to play on this album. Like, that's information that was told to us, so we'll see what happens there. Let's go on to Kurt. Much love, bro. You've been entered into the raffle for views. Let's go back on the dark edits. That's another entry for you. It's a genuine question. Do you think that Drake and Kendrick could pull a Nas and Jay-Z and make a song together in the future, or did it go too far? I think it's too far.
No, it's not.
I think it's way. I think, like, bro, that was crazy.
It's not gonna happen.
No, that's never gonna happen. And I think Kendrick's equally in that boat, bro. I think Kendrick's someone that, like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, there's no, especially with all the first person shooter stuff that came out, and like him like kind of double timing him and just sort of like going around him. And I think it's so cooked. It's so cooked, bro.
Yeah, I will say it sucks. Poetic Justice was fucking amazing. That's an amazing song.
There you go.
But that was also 10 fucking years ago plus.
We'll see what happens. Hershey, much love. You've been entered into the raffle. You said, what time does the album drop? So Academics got on stream and said that Drake confirmed to him that it's going to be for 12 a.m. Eastern time. They are set for a midnight release. I think that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, really excited for it to come out on time for once. Next up, we have Calvin C. Thank you so much. You've been entering the raffle. I always root for Anthem the Plus videos, but Lou always wins. Yeah, the record must be like 20-5 or something, bro. It's pretty lopsided.
I come in and, like, when I win, it makes it even sweeter. Guys, can I just ask you for a quick brewski, if you don't mind? It's right over here, actually. I don't want to get up and fuck up the shot.
Also, there's no waters in this room, eh?
Ooh, bro, take a fucking nice ice cold beer, bro.
I gotta pace myself, bro. Yeah, no, I'm gonna finish this soon. Oh, you're saying this one? I don't know. Let me see what's in here. Hold on a second.
Let's see what's going on there. Is there?
I think this is water, unless
you could roll
fucking Red Bull.
There you go. Nick, come say what's up, bro. Nick has to come say what's up, bro. Everyone wants to see Nick, bro.
It's freezing in here right now. It's fucking freezing in here.
That's crazy. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to everyone. By the way, ice cold beer, bro. These are crazy beers.
Yeah, it's water.
Fucking awesome. This is ice cold beer from Left Field. This is not sponsored, by the way. These are just some beers that were on the table. I'll give you an honest. You want an honest review?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Better than the lime you had?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, you'd fuck with this.
It
has a bit of like that Carlsberg punch.
Okay.
Put that in the. There's one left. Yeah, you gotta put that in the fridge after.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm gonna have my couple of gin and juices later, but
and then we also got some Red Bulls packed into the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're just doing crazy things to our body this week. That's just that's what it is. Pause.
Bro, there you go. All right. Let's go on to Michael Webb, one of the biggest OGs of all time. Much love, bro. You said, much love, boys. Iceman will be an amazing album, and I know it will be great. We'll love to react with y'all, and if I win the raffle, you can get the vinyl to someone else. I already have views. Much love, bro. Thank you so much for coming in. And
shout out to you, Mike.
Just always a positive force in the community, bro. We fucking love you, Mike. But you have been entered into the views raffle. Nick, what are the likes at, bro? 1431, bro. We're almost at 70. We are almost at 70. Sorry, not 70. Fucking 1500. 70 away. All right. Ooh, let's continue, bro. Let's go on to low.
Sure.
Much love, but you have been entered in. You said, don't y'all look at Drake different after suing?
I mean, look different in what way, right? Like, look different as a person, as an artist. Like, there's so many ways you could phrase that question. I mean, I'll say this. He felt betrayed, I think, not only by like friends, but like by the label who's meant to be backing him. And I think like that's what happens when you have different subdivisions of a label that are meant to represent and go to bat for different artists on their respective, bodies of those labels. That being said, I think that he just never had strong enough of a case, and a lot of the points made in that lawsuit were just contradictory. So I think that, it just showed me that he didn't know how to take the loss, and it's a bit lame, bro. I've always said it. I think it was a lame fucking move.
I know. We made it in somehow into some papers. That was crazy.
It's not even about that for me.
No, we obviously not. Like,
whatever.
For us, like, I think there were some people in the community that expected us to be sour or whatever it is. Like, no, this guy's still like one of my favorite artists of all time. And like you said, there's a lot of contradictory shit in there. And does it make me look at it differently? I look at the situation isolated from the actual music, because again, like, it doesn't have to do like, it's not the music. Like, for me, like, what gets me more upset is like a fucking like shitty album.
Yeah.
Like that's what like bothers me. You know, like that's what I look for. Like whatever he wants to do legally or whatever he feels like he could pursue, that's for him, bro. Donato, dude, like he has every right to do whatever he wants, bro. Like I can't question that. So that's where I stand with it. Like, just give me a good album, bro.
Oh, 100%. All right, next up we have...
Go to Lou. Much love, bro. That's a crazy handle.
You've been entered into...
Yeah, you've been entered into the vinyl raffle. Anthony, much love, bro. He said, what's good, boys? Love from Australia. Have you heard the Drake to Gamma / owns part of Gamma rumor?
Yeah, so there's been that rumor that's been going on for a while, and that's just because Drake is known to have close ties with Larry Jackson, head of Gamma. There was even the fact that Drake was doing a lot to boost that Sexy Red career. There's no fucking denying that. There was even the other idea of like he gave the stimulus package to Four Bats, who's also with Gamma. So there was a lot of moving parts to that. I don't know.
The whole Low Shimmy theory tonight as well. That Low Shimmy's going to be featured on the album because of his ties to Gamma, obviously, and everything. So honestly, bro, whatever the fuck he has going on, bro, with like his endeavors, like it's up to him, man. He's a businessman, bro. That's just his thing, you know. So, all right, shall we continue?
We shall continue. Reminder, guys: Iceman live album reaction, 12 a.m. Eastern on Patreon, guys. You do not want to miss this. It's gonna be fire. The whole community is gonna be engaged. We're gonna have polls live up for you guys. It's gonna be fun. It really is. So yeah, link in the description for that. Next up, we have Dylan Kyle, Big OG. Welcome, bro. You said hype for the album. Super afraid it will be ass based on the rumored features being muddied by the victim bars, etc. But so badly want it to be great. I mean, I have some of these same concerns. My biggest thing, besides all of these points you're making, like I just want Drake to try, bro. Get out of cruise control. I get that you're the top dog, but you're still out here, bro.
Yeah.
You still got to rap with some hunger.
By the way, this is a crazy update. This comes to us from actually the city of Toronto. So, in a statement released on Thursday afternoon, a city spokesperson said that there will be fireworks display at 10:45 on the water at Harbourfront Centre, but did not say if it had any connection to Drake. The spokesperson said that the fireworks display would last about 10 minutes.
That's fire.
That's serious. That's obviously tied to Drake.
Well, yeah, because you're also going to have
projections on
CN Tower projections and shit, so that's dope.
That is fucking awesome, by the way. I love that part,
bro.
bro.
To have, like, city officials, like, coming in and, like, helping you pump out the album, that's huge, bro.
But it makes it feel fire. Like, this is, like, a moment for Toronto in itself, right? Like, totally. A huge boost. So, all right, let's go on to, I believe we are currently at Moogie. Much love, bro. You said Drake will whine about Kendrick lying on Not Like Us, but Drake heavily lied on Family Matters. People forget / give him a pass because the lies didn't stick. We said, like, bro, you guys can genuinely go back to our recordings back in 2024. We canceled all of that out, bro.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, who had the shade room rumor, who was saying what on which track, it didn't matter at the end of the day. Like, you had to look at the bars, bro. You had to look at the structure, the war tactics. I think Kendrick better execute within that battle, regardless of, like, who said what about whose family member, you did this, you did that. Like, okay, it was entertainment value in the moment, but the records that stuck and, like, the way that everything played out, I think Kendrick won that battle, bro, still to this day.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
As a Canadian and someone that, you know, like, has close, like a close connection, bro, to Drake's music, you can't be biased in that regard, bro, if you fuck with the genre. You just can't,
it's just,
bro.
like, there's no other song from that battle that'll, like, give you shivers and get you feeling, like, a certain way, the way that Meet the Grams did when that came out. Real or not, whatever info was in there, like, that was scary, bro. That was scary work, bro. That was scary fucking work, how in the matter of less than an hour, a whole narrative could shift about who's up. Insane.
Like, that war tactic, and then after that, back-to-backing him, and
yeah.
the poetic justice that had since the 2015 Meek Mill beef, like, everything was calculated to a fucking T, bro.
Yeah, man.
And also, I think, like, bro, Drake was doing a lot of social media taunting. He was doing a lot of talking online. I think that did reveal some shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, there was too many leaks, bro. There was too much stuff. There was a lot of contradictory sort of lyrics in the Hard Part 6. Yeah, you could say, like, a lot of the angles that Kendrick took, let's say, within the battle and stuff, it didn't stick because they weren't true. But I could say the same thing for the whole Day Free angle, bro. You know, the Whitney angle. So.
And also, like, just to kind of come in on the take here, like, he's gonna whine about Kendrick lying on All Like Us, but Drake lied on Family Matters. I mean, yeah, but like they're both gonna take that stance now of like my word is bond and like his word is crap.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
They're probably gonna stand
and
by
as a
that.
viewer, I don't think you could buy into any one of them.
That's
to
it.
be honest.
That's it. So like,
just look at the bar work, bro. Like when you go through that 616 in LA verse and you go into the lyrics and you dissect them.
Again, bro. Yeah,
it's fucking scary, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Like the yacht bars and the boat bars, bro, and like the way that everything connects together, the prophecy of something like Euphoria and how it called out the entire beef, bro.
He just found all the right pressure points and kind of like enlarging some of maybe the doubts or insecurities that like Drake had been shown to have already, like maybe betrayal in his circle, right? When there were like a bunch of leaks around views and some of the tracks that were coming out around that time, like he really knew where to fucking stick his needles, bro.
Like
that's
you could tell that like K-Dot did his homework also.
Oh yeah.
Like, going back to that conversation, it's interesting. We'll revisit this just because, you know, it's a topic of conversation. I had Family Matters in my top 10 songs of that year, bro. There's no doubt. That track is phenomenal.
It is.
But, bro, you did all the addressing you needed to do to other people on push-ups. I think some people find it cool. But, bro, if you're going to make it 8 minutes, you got to go after Kendrick for the entire fucking record, bro. Like, that's the... Like, think about it like a sports team, bro. You already... You passed your quarterfinal and semifinal opponents, bro. They're gone. They're in the dust. It doesn't matter, bro. All you needed was a couple of bars for Metro, Ross, The Weeknd, Future, and Rocky, and bro, fuck them. They don't even deserve the. Now, like, it's finals time, bro. It's Game 7. That weekend was Game 7.
It was.
And he was still focusing on the stuff that had happened before just to fill up the track, bro. Or like,
I
let's
mean,
say,
yeah, I don't know if it was to fill up the track. I just think it was like wanting to have that title of like, yo, I'm gonna take all of you down. Like, I have this amount of ops. Like, I'm kind of like playing with a handicap right now, and I'm still gonna win. Like, that like, was the energy that he came in with. And the thing is, too, you had those artists respond to push-ups, so he was getting pressure not by us, but by other fans and other people that are critiquing the battle, saying, "Yo, you still have to answer Rose. You still have to answer ASAP Rocky."
Yeah, but that the anticipation of that track. That was meant to be a blow-up punch to Kendrick, and it was not. However, like, bro, I love it. It's a phenomenal track, but it was not. In the context of the battle, it was not that. And I think looking back on it, that was a detrimental part of that record, bro. Because even at that, like, there's full of bars about his ice, his jewelry, stuff like that. Like, again, there's just a bit too much fluff, bro. There was a bit too much fluff in that record when it came to. But regardless, the 3 beat switches, everything that went on, it was nasty.
Yeah, but we're gonna move on.
They have some good takes. And my bad. I didn't mean to make this a whole NPR podcast or hip-hop podcast segment. But at least right here, we see that they've already started celebrating in Toronto. And they're getting ready. They did the tower looking like Drake. And then let me see if I can find this other thing real quick. Let's see if this pulls up. Right before the album's about to drop. And like I said, I'm going to jump right off of here. After this album drops, I didn't mean to make it a whole NPR thing. I just feel like I already said what needed to be said, you know? But, here, maybe I just gotta pull this over here. So you see that right there, in Canada, the tower that they did. Yeah. So it's about to get lit right now. They said that Drake is apparently supposed to stream from Canada or from the city and let people know what's up. So we'll see if that happens. But like I said, man, y'all tell me what you think. Hold on. Let me make sure I got y'all right here locked in and loaded. I think I just now got that joke. Tracklist is... Wait, what? Yo, I was just reading the comments what some people said, like... Yo, I was already about to jump up out of here, but I thought maybe I'd come up on here and say something. Let me make sure y'all can hear me okay. Check 1, check 2. Yeah, I was about to jump up out of here. I didn't mean to make it a whole NPR podcast, but, you know, I thought, why not? Let's hear some of their takes. But as we see, Drake's about to do his thing in Toronto, where they got the tower lit up, and they got a bunch of things going on right now in Canada. We're going to see if he's going to stream, as he said, he's going to stream the album. And as mentioned, I'm going to hop up off of here once Drake drops the album, because I want to listen to the album and I want to focus, and I don't want to have any distractions. No distractions whatsoever. I don't want to have. I want to be able to concentrate on this album and make sure I know exactly what's going on. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And thank you for those that have been tuning in. I really appreciate it. I will do more thorough versions of these. Like I said, I just want to know where everybody's at, how everybody's feeling. We already know. Ackhead said, oh, he's dropping a double album. I guess that's what we have to do to compete with Kendrick, right? That's what we have to do. Because we already know Kendrick dropped G and X. So Drake says, oh, I got to drop a double album. I wonder if Drake thinks in his head that he may get a Grammy nominee from some of these songs on this album. If some of these leaks that have been coming out, like 1 a.m. in Albany, I believe that's the name of it. Let me just double check. Yeah. 1 a.m. in Albany. If some of these are the real album names, then he probably should get a Grammy for some of these albums. But we'll see what happens. If it drops at midnight, then, you know, gonna have to say, all right, I'll hit you guys back. And as a matter of fact, I probably should go there right now. Let me make sure I type it in right now. I'm going to make sure... Hold on, that you guys can hear me, first of all. I'm going to make sure that I have the Drake album lined up. Just in case. If he drops it out of nowhere and we're unaware of it. So I just want to make sure that we have it ready to go, just in case. I mean, that's cool, man. He got the anticipation. Maybe it's good that he put out a release date, because he wanted to make sure, for the most part, that the whole world is listening to when he drops his album. Because, you know, when Kendrick would drop, a lot of people were saying, like, he would just drop out of nowhere. He would just drop the album. Like, oh, damn, Kendrick just dropped that. Just like how they were saying on the NPR podcast about how when they just did the back-to-back and he was just dropping his track, and then Kendrick came with Meek the Grams. It was just like, you know, they were just going back-to-back. So that was an interesting time, but also the way Kendrick's strategy is or was at that point in time was that he also, from what I see, dropped G and X out of nowhere. He dropped G and X out of nowhere. And after he dropped G and X, it makes you wonder, like, Drake's strategy is completely different. Hold on, make sure I got this fixed. Yeah, Drake's strategy is completely different. Drake is like, on the other hand, hold on. Drake is, on the other hand, he's letting you know what it is. Like, he wants to let you know. Like, hey, this is when I'm dropping my album. So I want to make sure that all of you are tuned in to when I'm dropping my album. And yo, do me a favor, y'all. Give me some likes, man. If you know I'm speaking the truth right here, give me some likes, man. Like I said, I might jump on here all the time and speak the truth. Did we already play the Joe Budden? Like how he was dissing the Joe Budden? Saying, oh, just here. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, Ebro definitely meat riding, that's for sure. That's the crazy part. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. in Albany. Is that Albany, New York? Hold on. Pulling it up right now. It's telling me this is it.
For real. Just came from hearing a lot of niggas cop a lot of pleas. Like, now what is a loss? I'll be damned if I'm losing it now. I'm the golden goose shaking things up at Lucian's house.
He's the golden goose shaking things up at Lucian's house. I'm glad that part came up right there because I don't know if we can really play the whole song without getting flagged. But you see what I'm saying? Yo, but what about the shots that he threw at LeBron where he was saying, hey, man, you switching up teams in the league, something like that's how you get your championships. I was just like, oh, he's kind of right about that. Like Jordan and them, they didn't do that. They didn't switch up teams all the time. You know what I mean? They didn't switch up teams all the time to win championships. So what he said right there, that line right there, I kind of felt that, I gotta say, man, Drake.
Markets, never in the little markets, B markets, C markets, all of those is D market. You belong, and I swear I'm going loony. Told I can't even see the block, it's blocked by the treetops. Told y'all I'm settled in my evil ways. These niggas thinking that the spot is up for grabs, they'll never see the day. To be the number one, you never sees the cage. The owl only wakes up to seize the day. Amazing grace gonna be delayed. You niggas should be ashamed. The fact you had to bring those talks to get some decent plays. They double play. As for these other suckers, it's tucked away. I'm down to put bills on their face. No wonder why they been ducking Drake. Bills on their face. It's another 6 like you wanna race. I watch this guy spazzing with a puzzled face. Who knows which one of his bubble-shaped things I must have ushered through the double gates. It's the day, and even if you don't, it's just another day. We ain't crying for your punk ass anyway. Another day, and even if you don't, you sleepwalking naked in a gates hearing about.
This is the part about Joe Budden right here, I believe.
Good times that lovers late and send it back to you while you sleepwalking. You having stomach aches hearing about good times that lovers late and send it back to you while you sleepwalking naked in another state. You'll let us see another day, and even if you don't, it's just another day. We ain't crying for your punk ass anyway.
Woo! Oh, shots fired. Drake got some shots fired. So, yo, it'll be really interesting to see if he puts this song on the album. Who knows? He might be making changes right now as we speak. This is a big release. Yo, maybe he took note of Michael Jackson and said, hey, you know, when Michael Jackson dropped Thriller, it was a big deal. It wasn't like Michael Jackson just put Thriller out. They promoted it to say, hey, this is when Thriller is going to drop. So everybody tuned in. It kind of seems like Drake is doing this, like he's taking it back to that essence. Because, you know, you're right. When you think about it, a lot of people have been just dropping albums out of nowhere and saying, oh, well, this is the internet. So I'm just going to drop the album and who cares? And whatever happens, happens, right? But now it is starting to somewhat seem like I want to do a rollout. And that's what Drake is doing right now. Drake is doing a rollout. That is what he's doing. Damn, I was supposed to jump on TikTok, on the other TikTok earlier. Not sure which one we're on. But yo, we'll try it out. Give me 1 second, y'all. Alright, so maybe we are. Maybe we are live on this TikTok. So I try to go live on the other stream right now real quick. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what Drake is going to do. I'm really curious to see. And it's about 11:30 Eastern time. The album should be dropping pretty soon. Let me make sure that we're not missing anything on Twitter real quick. Let me make sure that we are not missing anything that we should cover before we get up out of here. Because yes, the album is supposed to drop in about 20 minutes or so. And who knows, you know, sometimes these albums are late. And that'll be the good thing. If I'm on stream right now and this album is late, if this album doesn't drop when it's supposed to drop, then you already know right now that I'm not BSing, man. And like I said, man, I'm trying to see if I can get this to 1,000 views. Thank you for the likes that are coming in, though, a little bit here and there. We're getting a few likes here and there as we go. I'm going to start doing these streams more often, man, because it seems like this is the way to go. This is the future now. The future is the streams. And no, it's not because I'm trying to be a streamer. Even though we all know the industry tries to take over and says, hey, it would be cool if you did this, or if you did that. That might be real cool. And you'll be like, nah, that's whack. I ain't going to do that. And they say, well, we'll pay you $1 million to do it. And then you'd be like, damn. Well, hold on. Let me think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, we'll pay you $1 million if you consider it. And that's what they did with Drake. And isn't that somewhat, well, not necessarily with Michael Jackson, but man, if you go back and look at some of these stories with these other singers and rappers, it's like, damn, they were just being used. Like, oh, we just want to make you a commodity and see how much money you can make for us. That's all it is, really. It's like, how much money can you make for us? Can you make a decent amount of money for us? That's all we want to know. And that's what this record industry seems to be about. And now Drake wants to talk about it and say, oh, I feel abused. I feel, or this is what he's saying. He's saying he feels abused, so I say. These are his words, right? Never, as a man, would I ever recommend for him to go out and say this. But this is what he wanted to say. And talking about Lucy and speaking on the chairman and the people who are the presidents of the record industry. This was the part that was missing in the Michael Jackson movie. And I know some people will say, and I don't want to go off on the whole Michael Jackson movie, but I'll just say this real quick. And I understand that some people say there's going to be a part 2. Oh, there's going to be a part 2. Yeah, you know what? Because there has to be a part 2. There has to be a part 2. Because off of what they just had was horrible. You cannot end the movie like that. It's horrible for you to even try to end the movie like that. It's just horrible. So, yeah, they cannot end the movie like that. So, yeah, they're going to have a part 2. But my point is this. Is that couldn't they have just made the movie a good movie or a great movie and just put all of the necessary parts that needed to be in the movie? Couldn't we have just done that? Or no, they couldn't have done that, right? They could not have done that. They couldn't just make the movie a good movie and put all the parts that needed to be in the movie. No, what they had to do was just say, oh, we're going to focus on why he became the person that he became in his relationship with his parents and his animals. That's what I got from this movie. But overall, we can see how the record industry will see overall. Can they make money off of you? If you have talent, that's a great thing. But it's all about, can we make money off of you? If we can't make money off of you, then they're not going to sign you. So therefore, if you guys can help on that note with a contribution to my PayPal or Cashapp, that's at beatGrade, BEATGRADE, all one word, beat like a music beat, and grade like you grade a paper in school, beatGrade. Yo, you guys can find me $beatGrade on Cashapp, or the QR code, which you see right above, or right over here to the left of me if you're on YouTube, and PayPal, which is at beatGrade. I appreciate the support, man. But you guys can also like the video too. That also helps the algorithm, and it doesn't cost you anything to like the algorithm. But even if you guys can contribute $1 or so, that would be great, because I have millions of people watching this, and if I could just get $1 from each of you to help me to be able to continue to do this, I can manifest, which I'm doing right now, which is on my sweater. Manifest. I can manifest multi-millions right now with your help, to help me to be able to bring this real hip-hop and real hip-hop topics to y'all. So yes, your contribution and your support does matter and it does help. Hold on just for a second. Let's take a moment to prayer. Give me just one moment. I was about to jump off this stream. And if you guys can give a few likes, that would be great. Because I was about to jump off this stream. You can hear me okay. But then I said, you know what? I wonder if Drake is actually going to drop the album at midnight. I wonder. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm waiting in a way. I'm like, yo, man, I want to see if Drake is actually going to drop the album. Or is he going to, like, maybe wait and say, it's like some people said, didn't he drop one of the albums of the ones with Party Next Door? Correct me if I'm wrong. You can tell me in the chat. But didn't he, like, drop one of those albums at 6 a.m.? So I'm almost like, yo, man, I'm ready to see. Is he almost going to drop the album? And if he does, great. I'm going to go and I'm going to say, all right, yo, I got to go listen to this. I'm going to tell you that right now. So you know, I'm not making anything up. Or I'm not just saying anything to say it. I will tell you straight up. I will say, hey, you know what? I got to go listen to this album. And I don't want any distractions. Because sometimes I don't like people distracting me. I don't like people distracting me. Like, when I look at hip-hop or look at musical archives or biopics, like the Michael Jackson movie and things of that nature, I do not like to be distracted. I like to be able to concentrate and be able to watch the movie and understand exactly what is going on here. But I couldn't because I went to go see it with some friends and a girlfriend of mine. And of course, you guessed it, they were talking through the whole movie. So I didn't really get a chance to study the movie, but I saw enough of it to understand what was going on. And I know a lot about Michael Jackson. I studied a lot about Michael Jackson. So I already could, like, figure out, like, okay, yeah, this is that. And the movie's not really that deep, unfortunately. So if you know anything or any little thing about Michael Jackson, you're going to be able to understand what is going on in the movie. So therefore, I didn't really have to pay attention that much. But I was a little disappointed to where I thought the movie was going to teach me some things that I didn't know. And it's like, those of us that have studied Michael Jackson, it was like basically everything that the movie had said, I already know. The movie did not say anything or teach me anything that I didn't already know. And that was the part that I'll say that was somewhat disappointing about the Michael Jackson movie to me. So, like I said earlier, if people are like, oh, there's going to be a part 2. There's going to be a part 2. Well, like I said, because there has to be a part 2. There's no way that they can just let that slide and be the Michael Jackson movie. There's no way. So it's like, yeah, there's going to be a part 2. Oh, really? Oh, really? Yeah, because there has to be a part 2. Can y'all do me a favor, for those of you that are watching, and I thank y'all. I thank some of y'all that have been jumping in and out, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. I don't know if we had it on Facebook and stuff like that, but thank you. Let me see what the numbers are looking like. If we can get a few more likes, that always helps. You know, like I said, get the algorithm out there, get more people out there. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. Overall, I hit more numbers than TikTok. Well, we'll see now. This one on TikTok, this is interesting. This stream has more viewers, less likes, whereas my stream previously, right before this one, has less viewers but way more likes. I wonder how the algorithm is going to pick that up. I wonder how. But y'all tell me, I mean, if you guys want me to keep going and do these streams, tell me in the comment section if you like it, and I'll keep doing it. Like I said, I mean, it seems like if the numbers are real, which they say the numbers don't lie, but if the numbers are real, it seems like the streams, even the way I'm doing it right now on multiple streaming platforms, gets way more hits than me just putting out a video. Because I think we're at almost 600 right now. And yeah, started about 2 hours ago, but you know, whatever. And I probably should jump off right now. I've been on long enough. I've been on for over 2 hours. Most radio shows go for like an hour and a half. I've been on for over 2 hours. But I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why I've been on for over 2 hours is because I'm real. It's because I'm real. So make sure you guys hit that donate button right there and give me $1 or so. And get some likes. It don't cost you nothing. Because, yo, I'm going to start speaking the real on YouTube. There's a few people out there that speak the real. But you know what, though? I don't want to get labeled them cats. And I think, like, yo, man, now that I think about it, like, some of this shit is weird, too. Some of these cats, like, went through some weird shit. And they be up here talking about, yo, but I'm speaking the real hip-hop, but, like, yo, they went through some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? They went through some weird, like, whoa, like, that's what you went through? That's what happened to you? Like, you got to go through that to speak some real hip-hop? Let me rephrase that. You got to go through that to speak some real hip-hop? Yo, we got to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. And then these hip-hop podcasters, they all talk about the same thing. That's all it is, man. They all talk about the same thing. They ain't talking about nothing different. You go on Twitter nowadays, and it's just all the accounts that are popular are all saying the same thing. And if Elon Musk is the owner of Twitter, or X, shall I say, they just showing the same thing over and over again, right? I know this for a fact because I've checked from some of my friends' accounts, and they don't really be that active on the apps, but they may have the app. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even in their feed, it's like, wait, this shouldn't be coming up in their feed. They don't follow this or have showed any interest in this. You might say, oh, well, it's because they must have liked this or that, or they showed interest in that. No. Some of them showed no interest and didn't like anything, but still, it comes up in their feed. It comes up in their algorithm. Same thing with Instagram. You may not like any attractive, beautiful women on there. And if you're gay, that's cool. But let's not forget to mention that. That's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? I prefer beautiful women, but you know what? To each their own. But what I'm saying now is that beautiful women will come up on your Instagram feed. As a matter of fact, possibly even if you're gay. Because who doesn't like looking at beautiful women? So beautiful women will most likely always come up in your Instagram feed. And I see that all the time. And how can I not look? If Instagram shows me a hot woman, how can I not look? And then I look. And then I see, oh, she has an OnlyFans. That's what I like to look for now. when I see beautiful women on Instagram, one of the first things I think about is, does she have an OnlyFans? If she has an OnlyFans, I'm looking for sure. I'm not saying I'm paying for it. I'm just looking to see. Oh, she has an OnlyFans? Okay, yeah, I knew she was a thought. I knew it. I knew she was on here trying to get some money. She's on the gram just trying to get some money. She's on the gram, do it for the gram. Yo, she's on the gram trying to get money. I understand that. So, you know, I ain't mad at that, man. Just like I'm on the stream right here getting money. So if you guys can hit that, that would be helpful. But you know what though? Sometimes not all of us are bikini models where you can pose in your bikini and your thong and make it clap and get money like that. Not all of us portray those skills, which is good. I'm one of those that I portray my skills through my mind and my mentals. Don't get me wrong though, I also do consider myself an attractive man too. And I've had women tell me this too before, that's how I know it. So I've actually have had the pleasure and have the pleasure to be around a ton of beautiful women. So I'm very thankful for that. And money. Beautiful women and money. That's a beautiful thing. But what's even more beautiful is to be able to do what you love in life. So, all y'all that help and contribute, I appreciate all y'all. Because the world is only going to be a better place if all of us are doing what we love to do. That's the truth. That's the truth. So, this is what I love to do. And this is how I need to pay my bills. Fuck a job. Fuck the slave plantation. We getting off the slave plantation. This is what Drake and Kendrick, which I think Kendrick was kind of maybe speaking about on To Pimp a Butterfly. But this is what Drake, I am hoping, is speaking on this album. Is the slave plantation that most people are on. I'm hoping that we can have some of these brothers be leaders and try to guide some of these people off of the slave plantation. And I heard somebody say yesterday on one of my streams that Kanye said slavery is a choice. I know we can all get into this and get into that, right? Interesting that that topic still comes up to this day. But I'll say this though. That's a deep subject, man, to talk about. Like, I could have went in on that subject, but I decided to leave it alone. I was like, you know what? Because that can go in a lot of different ways. Politics, religion. It can go, you know, psychology, sociology. It can go in a lot of different ways. So I said to myself, you know what? In this particular occasion, I'm going to leave that topic alone. I'm not going to speak on that topic. But I felt like when I heard somebody bring that up in the stream, oh, and Kanye said that slavery, you know the rest. You know, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. But you know what I'm saying. When that came up in the discussion, I was like, yo, I felt like I can speak on this. I can speak on this. And I can explain this to you. And I know I can explain this to you because you know why? I'm going to show you why. Go to my YouTube channel right now. Check the front page of my YouTube channel. You're going to see that I have been on TMZ. And not only have I been on TMZ, but I've been on TMZ more than once. I've been on TMZ multiple times. More times than I can even count. at least 5 times or so. I assume. I haven't really counted. I lost track after like 3 or 4. But I've been on TMZ multiple times. And I know one of the big ones was discussing Drake and Kendrick. That's why I bring this up. But when Kanye made that statement about slavery, you know what I mean? That was on TMZ. So I'm just letting you know. I feel like I can definitely speak on that because TMZ has also put me on, which you can see if you go to my main channel right now on YouTube, but you can also find it, I believe, on TikTok, on all streaming platforms. But let's also say YouTube. You can find it there. And you will see my feature on TMZ. Alright, so it's about midnight on the East Coast. And now, all of a sudden, we got a lot of people listening. So does this mean I was about to jump off, but now all of a sudden, now we're like at a height. Now it's like a bunch of people jumped on all of a sudden. So should I listen to the Drake album? Let me hear in the comment section. Should I listen to the Drake album? And can you guys get some likes? Can you guys give some likes if you want me to continue? Because I was about to jump off right now. I was under the impression that Drake was about to drop the album as of now. And oh, wow. And we'll say this too right here. Now we got the pictures coming out of Drake and academics. We got the picture of Drake and academics coming out right now. I'm going to show you guys. And that's why I'm on the stream right here, so I can show you guys. Yo, don't forget, support the channel if you guys can. I'm going to take this off real quick. But support the channel. $beatGrade. You guys can find me easily. Google it. Yo, make sure you guys support the channel. I appreciate y'all. Alright, but in the meantime, let's see. So we got the picture of academics and Drake. Hold on. Once y'all take a minute to look at that. Yeah, academics with Drake. What an interesting picture, right? All right, so what do y'all think? What do y'all think of that picture? Yo, this is what I say. I say there's no way that you can be a hip-hop media personality just because you talk about the same 5 rappers. Do I need to mention the 5 rappers? No, I don't think so. I'll let you guess. I'll let you come to your conclusion of who the 5 rappers are that DJ Academics talks about. Even if he's even a real DJ, we don't even know about that yet. But I'll say we definitely know the 3 of them are Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. With, you know, a few other mentions. I'm not going to get into all of them right now. There's a whole bunch I can get into. But those are the top 3. So, a media so-called personality that talks about the same 3 rappers all the time. That's what you consider real hip hop? Complex magazine? Oh, because well, let me say this though. You're right. A lot of people do be tuning in, and he's right because he tackled the streaming, and that's what I'm doing now too myself. I'm on the streaming. Look, this video that I did right here almost has 1,000 views right now. At the time of me recording, you know what I'm saying? Almost 1,000 views, man. And I just put it out like an hour or two ago, like 2 hours ago. Let me see. So I think this is the way to go, man. I'm gonna start just doing the streaming after the videos. And I like streaming. I like streaming because you know why? Because I feel like streaming is a lot like freestyling almost. It's like back in the days when you was rapping and you just like was freestyling. It's hard for some people to do that, but you know what though? I'm coming to you live, man. I'm streaming. Freestyling, yo. Off the top of the dome. I'm about to be dropping the hits off of you. And one thing I will respect about academics that he's right about is that it ain't like Joe Budden's podcast where you have like 3 or 4 other people where you could bounce ideas off of. It was almost like when Rory and Maul quit his podcast. He had nobody else to bounce ideas off of. And then it's like, oh, well, if you don't have anybody to bounce ideas off of, then you really don't have anything to talk about. But you see, there's so much to talk about if you really dig deep, if you really go within. There's so much to talk about. But these cats ain't got nothing to talk about. And that's why they're so happy that Drake is about to drop the album, The Iceman. Give it up. They're so happy that Drake is about to drop the album, The Iceman, because otherwise they would have nothing else to talk about. Oh, and it's so interesting how there's like a back and back, as people said, like Joe Budden doing his things that he had to speak about. I don't even want to repeat it because it's so dumb. And then Drake went ahead and rapped about it. And it's like, this is what we're doing. Like, the podcasters are talking about what's going on, and then the rappers are talking about what's going on. I don't know if Kendrick really did it like that. That's why I got to give Kendrick props, because when he came with the Not Like Us, it was more like, hey, yo, you just not like us, man. All right, let me see what's going on with the comments. Hold on. Shout you out, Krish Palani, Junior Mafia. You're saying it dropped, bro. It dropped, bro. All right, so it dropped. All right. Well, too bad we're not gonna be able to play it. That's what all the streaming. Okay, so that's what the comments were coming from. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So it dropped. All right, so I guess we're about to sign up out of here. Unless you want me to listen to it with y'all on here, but it's probably gonna get copywritten and flagged because I already played some Drake stuff earlier, and it's gonna get copywritten and it's gonna get flagged, and the video is gonna get blocked. So I want to avoid that because I definitely was liking where this video was going. I feel like this is one of my best streams. Thank you for tuning in. Like, I feel like this is one of my best freestyles, yo. Like Eminem, Slim Shady, yo, you know, whatever, hey. You know what I'm saying? That's the way Eminem was coming back on Swing Tech. In what year was that? 99? 97? Yo, man, I'm coming in like Slim Shady when he's freestyling on the radio, man. Y'all can't fuck with me. Yo, y'all can't fuck with me. I already know what's up with these personalities. Yo, you know why they can't fuck with me? I want to tell you why they can't fuck with me. Because I'm gonna talk about things that these cats don't even know, man. Yo. Check the resume. I've been to Egypt. I've been to third world countries. I've been to the Middle East. Yo, that's where hip hop, I think, really came from. It came from the Bronx in New York. A lot of people say, but I feel like the mentality, the energy, came from Egypt. KRS-One already said this, and you know what? I'm not going to get too deep on this, but KRS-One was one of the founding fathers, I think we can say, of hip hop and hip hop culture. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. And he basically said that the knowledge of hip hop comes from Egypt. That's what he said. Let me just pull it up right here for you guys so we can those of you that are still tuned in, let's drop some real knowledge for you guys real quick. That's really real. Alright, you guys see the pyramids right here. I've been here before. Now this must be, a re-enhancement, but it's close. It's not it. You see, I've been to Egypt before to where I can tell you right now that this picture is not a real picture. So maybe I should try to show you a real picture. You know what's interesting is that I'm just looking up what's on Google. I'm just looking up what's on Google, and this is what's coming up on Google. So it makes me wonder sometimes, can we believe everything that we see on Google? Alright, so I've been here before. It's the Sphinx. And I'm about to play the Drake stuff in a minute. I just wanted to share with you guys real quick. Yo, man, these hip-hop podcasters, they can't compete with me on this, man. I've been to Egypt. I've been to the pyramids. I've seen the Sphinx. I've seen it. I studied the hieroglyphics. I'm trying to tell you, man, I understand that this is definitely a big part of hip-hop culture and where hip-hop came from. This is why they can't see me on this, and this is what I'm going to talk about. So I would really appreciate it if a lot of you tuned in and followed me through the channel, because we're going to do this, man. We're going to make this right. I'm not going to be talking about just everything that's trending. Yes, right now, I understand. We have a big album that just came out. I understand that. But that's not what my whole hip-hop talks will be about. So I appreciate y'all. And I see y'all were telling me again that the album had dropped. So I'm going to go listen to it. I wish I could have been on for a little bit longer, because I feel like we was just about to hit 1,000 on this. But let's see. Homeboy said Apple Music. I would think it's on Spotify by now, right? What is this? Hold on. I'm looking for the Drake album right now. Y'all tell me. Hold on. All right, hold on. Hey, are y'all telling me? Can y'all tell me in the comments? Somebody said it dropped already. Apple Music. Is that what you said? Hold on. Apple Music, it dropped. Hey, how about this, Junior Mafia? If you're still there watching, can you put it in the chat? Can you type the link or copy and paste and put the link in the chat so I can just click on the link? But in the meantime, I'm going to look it up right now. Well, I don't see it on Spotify, which is really interesting. That's really interesting. That oh, he put the Michael Jackson glove up here. What? Oh. Okay. Put the Michael Jackson glove up. Are you serious, man? Right after what's going on too with the whole movie and the biopic? Oh, he's right on the coattails. Kendrick gotta take note of that. That's too predictable. That's too predictable.
I see my only uncle looking like that shit that I ain't owning up to. And if he said the way he really felt, I'll probably see his side because I'm old enough to. I'm looking at all my niggas, they say,
all right, let's play.
But all my words,
we're gonna let this play together. Just a preview.
Feel like 40 won't even listen.
We're gonna let this play just a previews. The video's probably gonna get flagged, but whatever. I'm gonna probably have to cut this part out. So those of you that are watching, if you guys can like the video, I really appreciate it. Because this is probably going to get cut out eventually. But we're going to let it play. Wow, so did he drop it on Apple Music first? Before he dropped it on Spotify? Interesting. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. And thank you for the likes coming in. And the dislikes, too. I appreciate it. This stream is actually getting dislikes, too. That's a good thing. It shows there's people that care. So, I'm glad. You know, I mean, of course I want to get likes more so. But wow, I forgot on YouTube, you can actually dislike as well. That's the funny thing. I was like, because I was checking it right now. I was like, oh, shit. I actually got a dislike. One person did not like my stream. Hold on.
I see my only uncle looking like that shit that I ain't owning up to. And if he said the way he really felt, I'll probably see his side because I'm old enough to. I'm looking at all my niggas, they say, bro, we love you. But all my words really the shit that they be going up to. Feel like 40 won't even listen to my words when he knows I'm in a load of trouble. I'm in the cut just loading rebuttals. And I got a bunch of hits on my hands, see the swollen knuckles. I try to... I don't know nothing about you and them checks, let's go. Yeah. I am a FTX penthouse high riser. Yeah. Samuel Bankman, free all my guys up. Yeah. I'm in a sold out show with your girl on the riser. I'm with a mob at Great Cliff, 20 cigars and they fucking my eyes up. I'm not better or wiser, future the press is my trusted advisor. If it's up to me, I get everyone hit, I get everyone lined up. If it's up to me, I've been clocking you pussy, man, everyone time's up. If it's up to me, hey. If it's up to me, then you all on the list, man, everyone signed up. If it's up to me, it's already made, I ain't making my mind up. If it wasn't for me, reaching my hand, you never climbed up. Go blow the dust of your packs. Go blow the dust of your packs. Go blow the dust of your packs. What was the year that they say that slaps? Cause I don't remember it going like that. I don't remember nothing about them raps. I don't remember nothing being facts. That's cool. Hey, I am a BTC crypto big timer. Oh my God. I'm a corporate America hit survivor. Got a real big heart, I'm a fucked up gato. Those are my haters, those are my secret admirers. New Year's Eve, police escort cause I can't miss the fireworks. I heard your brother got flipped in the sloppy, so that wasn't ours. Definitely gon' know if it's us if we got him. Just wait till it's our turn. Hey, go blow the dust on your plaques. Go blow the dust on your plaques. What was the year that they say yeah? I see my only uncle looking. I cannot relocate. Just even the thought to turn my back on them is not okay. I cannot relocate. We just gotta post up here. I promise things will be okay. Cause I love you, babe. Yeah. But they love me too much, yeah, I cannot. Yeah. Yeah. I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah. You getting bodied by a singer, nigga. Yeah. I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah. Yo, baby mom ain't even post a single. Damn. Where she at? Yeah. Where she at? Yo, baby mom ain't even post a single. Yeah. I'm off a quay and make my body tingle. Yeah. Look in the mirror, see where talking get you. Yeah. You should be swimming with the fucking fishes. But I still got love for your missus and a sister. So I told Capo we can't burn them bridges. Yeah. You saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you back dissing. Yeah. We G-Block babies, we are not musicians. My niggas didn't have a pot to piss in. Now they tried to top so much they gotta drop addiction. Capo got so many watches he might clock a nigga. Capo got so many watches he need supervision. Why you walking around the flat?
That's a dope track right there. That's a dope track right there. We gotta go back to that.
That is my king pushing out ink. I feel like a squid. I would probably need a YouTube search just for me to do a laundry load. Alex Mo's trying to bring me back 100 years from now. They got my body froze. All these niggas want a head tab. I did more damage off a body blow. I can hit you off the iPhone shit. Let me hit you off the lobby phone. Niggas gotta be around head on swivel cause we are not alone. Niggas gotta be around ice on the same shit like we monotone. Niggas gotta be around ice with the sticks. I'm like a hockey coach. Niggas better have a bag with a pipe like they came from a bag with a pipe like they came from a Scottish home. Damn way niggas talking about ice must be a cell on microphone. How you niggas go from asking for some tickets, now you niggas trying to stop the show. Ironic cause the Iceman was a nice man, now I'm hot and cold. Why I did by the 6, run out of 6, just like it did. Why was TPS at my crib until you boy slid? It is what it is. Check signing is my king, pushing out ink. I feel like a squid. king pushing out ink. I feel like a squid. Garage and I talk to my watcher, I talk to my weapons. Bees on the table, bees on the table. Okay, there's bees on the table, bees on the table. Okay. I cannot relocate. Just even the thought to turn my back on them is not okay. I cannot relocate. We just gotta post up here, I promise things are. Let's go. Let's go. I'm whipping around on like 600 acres. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You niggas just better not ask for no favor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's love for my brothers and debt to a trader. Let's go. She might decide to say no to me now, but say yes to me later. Let's go. Her ass is all natty like Florida Gator. Let's go. You switch on the guys and supported a hater. Let's go. What's the get back for niggas? It's TBD. I look at this shit like a BTC. Could be down this week, then I'm up next week. I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me. Asking me how did it feel? Can't say it didn't surprise me. Last time I looked to my right, you niggas was standing beside me. How can some people I love hang around pussies who try me? Let's go. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Yeah. Niggas get punched in the face with some TLC shit on the dead guys. Some TLC shit, cause my nigga, you gon' need a chili ice pack for your left eye. I'm back in your city tonight, walking around with my head high.
Yo, I just want to say, so far, listening to this Drake album, I'm sure we all can admit, and thank you for those that told us that it dropped already and then it was out on Apple Music. I appreciate y'all. Give me 1 second. I want to tell you right now, man. So far, the album's pretty dope. It sounds like he's really rapping, as he should be, right? And I apologize if I was playing out of order or whatever a little bit. But, you know, I was just filling with tracks that I thought that I wanted to hear right now. Make sure you guys go peep that album out too. But what you guys think so far? Have you guys heard some of the Drake albums so far? I'm just playing the snippets. But I appreciate all of y'all that are tuning in. I hope you guys are giving likes and subscribing to the channel and saying what's up. Let's continue it. Let's keep it going.
I cannot relocate. Just even the thought to turn my back on them is not okay. I cannot relocate. We just gotta post up here. I promise things will be okay. Cause I love you, babe.
See, this is the Drake that he flips it right here.
Yeah. I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah, you getting bodied by a singer, nigga. Yeah, I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at?
Damn! I gotta say, man, Drake's coming with it on this shit right here, man. Oh, I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him, man. Like, yo, man, nah, Drake ain't messing around, man. He took it back to like, hey, yo, this is how I got famous. And it's interesting because this is what we was talking about last night. This is what a lot of us was talking about. We were saying, yo, man, the best I ever had. You the fucking best. The best I ever had. You know, all them tracks. As they were saying on the other podcast, NFR, about So Far Gone. yo, man, Drake comes with it when he wants to come with it. He was doing all that singing and dancing for a minute to get them checks, and I understand that, and I'm not mad at that. But I gotta say right now, the way he's coming on this project is like so dope, man. So dope. Like, this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. It's unfortunate sometimes, or maybe it's not unfortunate. Maybe it's part of the culture, right? It's part of the culture. It is. It's not maybe, it is. It's part of the culture that sometimes you got to battle to prove that you belong in this. You got to show your work. You got to show that, hey, you really part of the culture. So
can I relocate? Just even the thought to turn my back on them is not okay. I cannot relocate. We just gotta post up here, I promise.
We're gonna listen to the full song
okay.
on YouTube, maybe.
Cause I love you, babe. Yeah. But they love me too much, yeah, I cannot. Yeah. Yeah. I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah. You getting bodied by a singer, nigga. Yeah. I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah. Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn. Where she at? Yeah, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Yeah. I'm off a quay and make my body tingle. Yeah. Look in the mirror, see what talking get you. Yeah. You should be swimming with the fucking fishes. But I still got love for your missus.
I love how you flip that beat with the girl singing in the background. Beautiful. Yo, but the fact that he's coming off like Michael Jackson on this, crazy, man. Like the fact that he said, wait, hold on, my bad. We gotta go back to it. Yeah, the fact that he shows the picture of like the Mike Jackson glove, but that was also the symbol that Michael would sometimes throw up. Yo. And especially at the time that the movie's out too. We were just talking about that, and I was just telling a lot of people, wasn't I not saying this, that Drake likes to compare himself to Michael Jackson. Did I not say that? A bunch of times. Alright, so let me know if you guys can hear this okay, or tell me if you guys can hear it alright. Hold on. I want to play a different one. What was the one that we were playing? Oh.
I cannot relocate. Just even the thought to turn my back on them is not okay. We just gotta post up your bag. Yeah. Damn. I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah. You getting bodied by a singer, nigga. Yeah. I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah. Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn. Where she at? Yeah. Where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Yeah. I'm off a quay and make my body tingle. Yeah. Look in the mirror, see what talking get you. Yeah. You should be swimming with the fucking fishes.
That beat right there, man.
But I still got love for your missus and a sister. So I told Capo we can't burn them bridges. Yeah. You saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you back dissing. Yeah. We G-Block babies, we are not musicians. My niggas didn't have a pot to piss in. Now they drop the top so much they got a drop addiction. Capo got so many watches he might clock a nigga.
Crazy, man.
Capo got so many watches he needs supervision. Why you walking around a fat?
Yeah, it's okay that they don't want to play the whole thing because we don't want to get the video flagged anyways, which it probably already is. But yo, we gotta play some of the track.
I feel like a squid. I would probably need a YouTube search just for me to do a laundry load. Alex Moss trying to bring me back 100 years from now. He got my body froze. All these niggas want a head tap. I did more damage off a body blow. I can hit you off the iPhone. Shit, let me hit you off the lobby phone. Niggas gotta be around, head on swivel, cause we are not alone. Niggas gotta be around ice on the same shit like we monotone. Niggas gotta be around ice with the sticks. I'm like a hockey coach. Niggas better have a bag with a pipe like they came from a bag with a pipe like they came from a Scottish home. Damn way niggas talking about ice must be a cell on microphone. How you niggas go from asking for some tickets, now you niggas trying to stop the show?
Oh man, the beat selection. The beat selection on this is very interesting. I gotta say, man, Drake is definitely coming with it on the beat selection. And like I said, we're only playing some of the tracks because we don't want the video to get flagged. And I appreciate you, Junior Mafia, who told me that it dropped on Apple Music. Thank you again, man. I appreciate you. Now, for some reason, I didn't see it on Spotify, but can someone please tell me in case I didn't catch that correctly? But hey, we're at almost 1,000 views on YouTube. Thank you, man. This is probably one of my biggest streams that I've done in a minute, but we're at almost 1,000 views. I know there might be people jumping in and jumping out, but in total, we've hit, or now I've already hit over 1,000, so now I've already manifested it into reality. But yeah, no, thank you, man. Let's see if we can keep it going even further. Like I said, man, if I guess I did say if we get over 1,000 views, I'll do this every day. All right, well, every day except for the Sabbath, right? Whew, it's gonna be commitment, man. But yeah, you're right. Maybe I should, because it seems that the streams that I do actually get somewhat more attention than the videos. And maybe that's the direction that YouTube is going in now. Maybe we are going on like a TV live broadcasting. Kind of like what TV was before, right? Wasn't TV like that before? Like it used to be all live broadcasting. And YouTube was kind of like that, but maybe YouTube is going in a different direction of like, oh yeah, now it's streaming. Streaming. Well, I thank y'all for tuning in with me. I was going to sign off of here, but it's actually interesting listening to this album because people are telling me certain things while I'm listening to this album in the chat, so I appreciate y'all. So it's actually pretty interesting to be on this chat during this album, but we'll listen to a few more songs before we get up out of here. But again, man, I thank y'all, and I hope you guys are liking the video to help the algorithm and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
Garage, I talk to my watcher, I talk to my weapons. Bees on the table, bees on the table. Okay, there's bees on the table, bees on the table. Okay. I've been on my just in case shit. I got a whole lot of names and dates and pictures of faces. Save whenever the right time and places. Trust me, I know this. Bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table. I'm used to this, I'm numb to that. I know
yeah, okay, that was alright. That was alright.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm whipping around on like 600 niggas. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I think we heard this one already, but let's just play it again for reference.
Oh, you niggas should better not ask for no favor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's love for my brothers and debt to a trader. Let's go. She might decide to say no to me now, but say yes to me later. Let's go. Her ass is all natty like Florida Gator. Let's go. You switch on the guys and supported a hater. Let's go. What's the get back for niggas is TBD. I look at this shit like a BTC. Could be down this week, then I'm up next week. I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me. Asking me how did it feel. And some people I love hang around pussies who drive me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Yeah, that's the part I want to hear. That's the part I want to hear is the little breakdown right there. You know what I'm saying?
What did I miss? What did I miss? Let's go. Hey. Let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey,
Ooh, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Hey.
Can't front on that. That sounds pretty dope, man. That melody change up, that switch up. I can't front.
Let's go, let's go, miss. Let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Yeah, niggas get punched in the face with some TLC shit on the dead guy. Don't need a chili ice FAO lift out. I'm back in your city tonight, walking around my head high.
Whew. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, like I said, we gotta watch out for how much we play for copyright, but Drake was doing it right there on this, man. He was doing it. We're gonna come back on that.
Twisting that R in his face like Styles and P. Twisting the M and the O and the B. Twisting the O and the C and the T and the O and the B and the E and the R and the G and the A and the N and the G. Twist. Yeah, twisting it. Twisting it. I'm twisting it up cause he twisting at me. I haven't seen bro in a while, but that nigga wild, I'm not in a rush to. People keep telling me smile, but bro is on trial, the shit to adjust to. I don't need security to ride around town, we can fly downtown, just us two. Unless you know the G-way handshake, when we go to shake hands, man, can't trust you. Pulling out the cash on camera, waterproof iPhone case, bro, splash on. Twisting that R in his face like Styles and P. Twisting the M and the O and the B. Twisting the O and the C and the T and the O and the B and the E and the R and the G and the A and the N and the G. Twist. Yeah, twisting it. Twisting it. I'm twisting it up cause he twisting at me. I haven't seen bro in a while, but that nigga wild, I'm not in a rush to. People keep telling me smile, but bro is on trial, the shit to adjust to. I don't need security to ride around town, we can fly downtown, just us two. Unless you know the G-way handshake, when we go to shake hands, man, can't trust you. Pulling out the cash on camera, waterproof iPhone case, bro, splash on camera. She wanna pop ass on camera, sweetie the film, just don't put beat on camera. They just try to move so racist, we gotta go beat some cases before we show faces. And all I do is shut down stages, my face never ages, I must be in God's good graces. If my emotions are showing, it's only because I'm ahead of what they got going. I'm trying to stay laid back, cause you know the high heads with me and they wanna get the payback going. I don't recognize none of that shit that he's throwing, but maybe where he's from they know it. All I know is the man in my piss. Fuck that shit, man. Twist. Twisting it. Yeah, twisting his fingers and looking at me. Twisting some shit up that I never seen. Twisting it up, I don't know what that means. Twist. I'm twisting it back cause he twisting at me. Twisting that 6 in his face. Twisting that R in his face like Styles and P. Twisting the M and the O and the B. Twisting the O and the C and the T and the O and the B and the E and the R and the G and the A and the N and the G. Twist. Yeah. Too hard for the fucking radio. Too hard for the fucking radio. Yeah, too hard for the fucking radio. Too hard for the fucking radio. Yeah, what? I'ma show you what to do, little nigga. Hey, I'ma show you what to do, little boy. Hey, I'ma show you what. Hey, first off, I make real time swag. But you know the model got pushed to the mag. Back when they was asking about where Davidson was at, now everybody got a blue 30 on their bag. Must have heard about us, gotta catch up to the slabs. Yeah, it was me and YG rap. Fags, 100 million for the tracks. Rack City, bitch, we remember that. Damn, you should try and get back to that. This new shit, you could've kept it on the live. Get a nigga doing labs, strippers on my lap. I'm about to make a bad bitch. Hey, tell her come and get a boy a lap dance. Damn, y'all was really all hopping back there. Huh, now your names got redacted. Yeah, now a nigga got a fact check. Yeah, I'm on the west like the Pac-10. Yeah, I'm fucking power couples up. Yeah, acting like you love Mary and your wife. Hey, boy, need to worry about a tree in your life. Hey, living large. Yeah, and I put it on Cedars and a boulevard. When I lost Big Matty, I took it hard. Need to call up a star for some chrome heart. My new girl, you got a little part. Hey, it's Mr. Make a pipe down, there you go. Yeah, it's Mr. Pop Star, that's the way it go. Now I'm too hard for the fuck.
Hold on, I'm gonna play this little track.
Suitable now. You don't even hear me though. You put that jacket on anybody, your funeral bound. But like the goalposts, I'm out here just moving around. They say conclusions were drawn, but I'm in super denial. Where's the loss? I'll be damned if I'm losing it now. I'm the golden goose shaking things up at Lucian's house. I'm in the battlefield, really putting boots to the ground. I boost the C for your sales, and the lies that you tell. If Drake took out the AK, maybe he be in jail. Just based off the name that it spells. What they say they just smelled. I heard they got special places in hell's round. They say conclusions were drawn, but I mean, what they say they just smelled. I heard they got special themselves. Damn, what y'all thought I was done? Y'all forgot what I done? Y'all forgot about Drake? Y'all forgot where I'm from? Y'all forgot if I gave you a hand, you under the thumb? Convenient amnesia from all you ballerinas. It doesn't alter what you said or how I made us see you. I shouldn't even be shocked to see you in that arena, because you always made your career off of switching teams up. I never got a copy of the newest rules. Apparently the title of the book is called Fooling Fools. Y'all was riding all summer, pedal bars going #1, and yet y'all trying to tell me who's going who. Comb through this hair before you cut me for a new recruit. Before you say toodaloo off of shit that keep popping up on your Google News. Ain't been in the cage since I flew the coop. I was on Coast and Ave with my mama, numbers started going through the roof. Bentley with the B inside the wings like whoopie whoops. Spinning downtown like hula hoops. Is it the fair skin or the Jewish roots? Why people wanna not see me on top of the mountain like I... For the fucking radio. Too hard for the fucking radio. I'm going up, I'm going vertically. 2009, I'm lit, I told him hurry up and book me. Yeah, hurry up and book me before I charge a fortune. Lauren, why you acting like I'm not important to you? You was there in 24 when niggas shot the door. See ya outside again, I thought your ass went corporate. You put the X in expensive, girl, you so annoying. I used to fuck it slow, I used to leave it in. I used to hate the tour, I ain't wanna leave again. Now I know the truth about you and I'm free again. Until you...
Yo, TMI, end the video. Hopefully you didn't get flagged, but you know what? We played a lot of songs right there. Hopefully you guys were listening along with me. We couldn't play the whole song because, well, we know the copyrights were going to happen, but I'm pretty sure the copyright happened regardless. Hopefully you guys can check out the link that I put in the comment section right there on YouTube. I should put it on the TikTok too. But yeah, check that album out. Should I keep going on the Drake stuff? Can you guys give a like or a comment? Comment 1. You can even just type a number 1 or number 2. Do you want me to keep playing the Drake album with you guys? 'Cause I'm assuming you guys are probably listening to the Drake album yourselves right now. And you probably just want to hear the album with no commentary. So I don't even really have to be up here. Like I said, I was going to jump off of here once Drake released the album, which it seems like he has. I don't know if I see... Well, I guess this is a double album, right? That's on Apple. Let me see again. Yeah, it's about 18 tracks or so. I would think it's more than that, but he changed something up here. We'll check that later. We'll check the facts of that later. But wait.
You don't see me again. Yeah.
He definitely took it back to the old school, and I'll give him props on that as far as rapping, and hopefully you guys feel me on this. And let's get a few more likes right here. I'm doing it strictly for the YouTube now. Like, hopefully, let's get the YouTube going. All right. I just have to read something that popped up right here real quick. Yeah, let's keep the stream going. But hopefully you guys are down with us. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys. I want to make sure I got the chats loaded up real quick. All right, hold on.
Yeah, word, yeah. A little birdie said you did me dirty. I be telling Alex Moss, fuck it, his and hers. Hey, word, yeah, his and hers. Jersey. I don't like going to Vegas, I start missing Virgil. He'd be sick if he was witnessing this shit in person. All these pussy niggas tripping like they clipped a hurdle. All these pussy niggas acting like they missed the murder. All these Arab women treat me like the Prince of Persia. Speak on me and gain a lot just like the dish detergent. I put CC's on that hoe just like a titty surgeon. Yeah, damn. A little birdie says you did me dirty. How you fix your mouth to ask me if that shit would hurt me? Girl, you know that shit would hurt me. Girl, you know it's working. Yeah, girl, I'm going up, I'm going vertical. You tryna bring me down, acting like you worried about me. You know you did me wrong, asking how I heard about it. I said a birdie told me.
Can you guys hear this okay? Can you guys hear the beats okay? Or the tracks that I'm playing? If you could like press the number 1 or number 2 in the chat. Number 1 if you can hear it okay. Number 2 you can't hear it okay. But if you guys can give me a number 1 or number 2, I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm not just vibing out to these tracks and you guys can't hear it at all. So please tell me if you can hear it good or not.
Then you did me dirty, homie. Yeah, it's over for us. I can see the curtain closing. Put a hurting on me, put a lot of burden on me. I'm in the strip club, all these hoes converging on me. I'm back outside in here flirting with a 30 on me. Damn, hey, yeah.
Woo! Yo, Drizzy. Drizzy coming with it, man. I can't front. I can't front. All right.
For the fucking radio. Suitable now.
Ooh.
I'm going up. Yeah. I just wanna see a boy bag on the pavement. If he tripping with the gang, yeah. I just wanna see a boy struggle with the pavement. If he tripping with the gang, yeah. I just might get that boy for entertainment. If he tripping with the gang, yeah. I just wanna see a boy working on a day shift and a night shift. That's how I feel. I just wanna see that boy struggle with the phone bill and the light bill.
Let's just play the track. Damn!
Thin voice
yo,
is able to
yo,
not just
yo,
answer
yo,
the basic
hold on.
questions that traders have, but even if the traders start getting into some more intricate questions, they want to know, hey, if my account balance is X and...
we had to play the ads for me.
You tell me. I feel alive, no thanks to you. What is this I'm waking up to?
Yo, man, Drake is coming with it right now, man. I can't front. Yo, Drake is dropping some heaters. But didn't I tell you that Kendrick, and I knew this, I kind of was trying to make a prediction on Twitter, and that was probably like a stupid ass rumor, and then maybe I need to go remove that right now. Maybe I'll go do that. But some people were saying that Kendrick was going to drop the same day as Drake. Like, nah, that would be stupid. Even though it has got some hits. But like, nah, that would be stupid. But I am happy to say that Drake has dropped this album and is having his moment right now.
That's how I feel. I just wanna see a boy bag on the pavement. If he tripping with the gang, come and have the best time on the best side. We still up, it's bedtime on the west side. East side, west side, west side, east.
What? I mean, it's so generic and average, but Drake is so dope that he gets away with that. He's so dope in his vocal tone and his delivery and the way he raps that he is able to get away with it. Like, he's able to say east side, west side. Yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we haven't heard that a million times. But the way he says it, it sounds dope. It's like it goes back to, it's not always about what you say, but it's how you say it.
That's how I feel. I just wanna see that boy struggle with the phone bill and the light bill. That's how I feel. I just wanna see a boy bag on the pavement. If he tripping with the gang, come and have the best time on the best side. We still still up his bedtime on the west side, east side, west side, west side, east side. Yeah. Hopping out on Chubb's side, it's gonna be a party.
What?
Yeah. Candy paint, y'all, she pull up like a Barbie. Yeah. Ref when he's so drunk, he just played Nicki then some Cardi. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Before you and O, they getting kicked up out the lobby. Hey.
What? What?
Girl, you know what's up with me. I pull up in a heartbeat. Hey. She wanna go next door. She wanna meet party.
Okay. Okay. Yo, Apple Music had stopped right there, but you know what? Luckily, we can pull it up on the YouTube, and I think we have it right here.
Girl, you know what's up with me. I pull up in a heartbeat. She wanna go next door. She wanna meet party. She said she was Persian and started speaking Farsi. I don't know what's up with me lately. I said I'm alone. She said that's not something you should be.
Alright, let's see.
Appreciate you reaching out. Don't be too concerned about me.
Wait. I want to make sure we didn't skip this part.
I'm sorry. Before you and O, they getting kicked up out the lobby. Girl, you know what's up with me. I pull up in a heartbeat. She wanna go next door. She wanna meet party. She said she was Persian and started speaking Farsi.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what's up with me lately. I said I'm alone. She said that's not something you should be. Appreciate you reaching out. Don't be too concerned about me.
Yo, Drake. Damn, I gotta say, man, he's coming with it on this album.
What's up with me? If you trippin' with the gang, then I just might get that boy for entertainment. If you trippin' with the gang, then I just wanna see a boy working on a day shift and a night shift. That's how I feel. I just wanna see that boy struggle with the phone bill and the light bill. That's how I feel. I just wanna see a boy beg on the pavement. If he trippin' with the gang, then come and had the best time on the best side. We still up his bedtime on the west side, east side, west side, west side, east side. Yeah. Hopping out on Chubb's side, it's gonna be a party.
Okay, this is the part I wanted to hear right here.
Candy paint, y'all, she pull up like a Barbie.
Let's see what they come up right here on this. I wanted to see what he does with this. On
Girl, you know what's up with me. I pull up in a heartbeat. Hey. She wanna go next door. She wanna meet party. Hey. I don't know what's up with me lately.
Yo, man, great track. We pretty much played that whole track, so we're probably gonna get flagged for that. But whatever, you know.
What does somebody do after doing everything you could have done for everyone? You just do what you should have done since day one. You stick with your day ones. I'm not the villain or the victim. I am the author. My right hand guides the pen along the page until the chapter's done. What would they do to me if they ever caught me riding dolo? Would they take my chain and my watch, or would they take my photo? Fuck that. I'm in the stew in the well. The sun went down, we couldn't tell. There's so many opportunities, but we still here by ourselves. It's been nearly 14 years. He ain't work with no one else, and I ain't go to no one else. That's cause there's no better team. Trust me, the owl's glistening more than it's ever been. And trust me, I'm the highest that I've ever been, the greatest that they've ever seen. I've been alternating from being overseas and listening to beats, strong opinions from the weak for 400 something weeks. They deep-seated resentment is what's filling up their seats. I seen ghosts act like sheeps, go get no suit or no tie, cause shit victory always been mine. If I free up my bro, gotta live with it, cause we know that that man is an innocent. If they saying he did the shit, but he still might come home in a little bit. 400 racks on her head, how am I spending so frivolous? I act like the money's unlimited. If a rollers I want about to drop, I reserve the shit like I'm indigenous. Bobby from 6'1", bro, and he under my arm like I'm ticklish. How did they say they got classics if it's shit that you never revisited? And if
Alright.
popping out, you're sick.
Let me go back on the tracks that I like. I want to go back on final ones. I think we pretty much have heard the album. I know I pretty much skimmed through it, but the good thing that I'll say is that this is an album that I think I will definitely go back to and listen to. He had some bangers on here that, oh man, I fell in love with. I ain't gonna front. That's the one thing about Drake, man. He writes songs that you fall in love with. No matter if you're a male or female. I think that's for sure, man. Now, as to go as far as to say Michael Jackson, as he's doing on the cover right here, as we see right here, I don't know if I would go as far as to say that. And I know I had the camera on for a second, but I'm going to grab something in a second. But yeah, as he has the Michael Jackson glove right here trying to say, oh, I'm Michael. And come on, let's not forget. I know we might forget later on, but at least for now, I'm going to be the one to put this out here. The Michael movie just came out. We got the Michael biopic that just came out. Biopic. So, is it just coincidence? I mean, maybe it was going to drop at a different time. And then they said, oh, the Michael movie came out, so let's write up on that. But Drake and all of them have been saying and comparing and trying, and I've been saying this before. I've been trying to compare themselves to Michael Jackson for the longest. Now, I will say this. After listening to Drake's album, for the most part, I get the idea, I get the picture, and even listening to Kendrick's album, GNX. I feel like with both of these albums, I feel like they're good rap albums. They're good hip-hop albums. They're albums that I want to go back and study both of them. But will I say that these albums are like, oh my God, these are some of the best hip-hop albums of all time and deserve Grammys? I don't know. I have to go back and study it. Probably not. Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City, yes. GNX, there might be some songs on GNX that are dope, but as an album, as an album as a whole, is that really like a dope rap album? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But as I listen to Drake's album, I think that this is a good album. I think that this is a good album, and trust me, man, a lot of people will say that I'm a hater. So that's what some people say on some albums or hip hop or certain things. They'll say you're a hater. Oh, and it's not true. I don't think I'm a hater. I just tell it as it is. But I will have some people say that you are hating and you are being a hater. But I'll tell you right now, if I don't like it, I don't like it. And for the most part, I think people trust somewhat our opinion. That's the reason why we have beatGrade at what it is at over 100,000 subscribers with our plaques on the wall. I said I got my favorite hip hop albums right here behind me, as you see on my wall. But I gotta put the plaques too. and the accolades. I got to put those up. But for the most part, man, what I'll say is this, is that I think y'all can trust my opinion. And I will say that so far, this Drake album, to me, sounds incredible. It sounds incredible. And also, by the way, thank you for the likes coming in. Thank you for all those that were tuning in, man. We got over 1,000 hits on this video. That was my goal, to get 1,000. And I think right now, I'm at over 1,200. So I really appreciate you. Maybe I should just start doing more of these streams. Because like I said earlier, this is the new freestyle. It's the new freestyle. It's like Eminem back at Slim Shady Power 106. Wake Up Show. That's what this is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like yo, a lot of y'all cut stuff up or edit stuff. Maybe some of them don't. Maybe some of them don't. Joe Budden, I get it, man. You came up, man. He was doing some dope stuff as he came up. He got to the level that he got to. So I guess that's why we have to give him respect now that I think about it, right? But it's like, dude, he was also a rapper from Slaughterhouse. It was also signed to Def Jam, right? Same thing with Fat Joe and Jadakiss. Do we really, I mean, of course they'll have great hip-hop opinions, but if you have rappers who were already semi-famous, I mean, Jadakiss had Why and We Gon' Make It off the Alchemist beat. Those were already two famous beats, right? And then we also have Fat Joe, who had to lean back with the Scott Storch. So I said, my people, take your back away and lean back. You have these two rappers who have very famous tracks, who are very influential in the city of New York. And they started podcasts. Just like you have, what's his name? Jim Jones, Fabulous, and all them. And interesting that Complex. Did they mention them? I'm not sure. You guys can let me know in that comment section if they mention Jim Jones. And what was it? Was it Dave East and Fabulous and a few others? Did they mention Cameron and Mace? I think so. But it's like, is it really fair that we have those of us who were doing YouTube back in the days, right? Because like I said, you can go back and check my credentials, check the resume. You can go back and see that I've been doing YouTube since it started. I should already be a multi-millionaire on YouTube by now, because I was already on here when it started, but I'm working on that now. And on that note, and I don't want to do a whole sponsorship thing, but on that note, hopefully you guys can help support the channel. Here is the Cashapp and the PayPal. But yeah, man, I was already doing YouTube way before then. And then now, all of a sudden, we got these rappers who are putting out platinum records. And possibly a lot of the reason why the albums were going platinum was because they were signed to major labels. And it's almost like with that push, how could you not go platinum? As long as your music was dope, how could you not go platinum? So now they put out this music, right? And then they go platinum. Selling all these records. I think they went platinum. Jadakiss and Fat Joe, I think they went platinum. And now all of a sudden they say, I think we're done doing rap. I think we're done rapping. Now we're just going to start a podcast. Oh, Joe Budden happens to be a solo rapper signed to Def Jam. He kind of was like a one-hit wonder. He did the one song. It blew up. He got famous off of it for a minute. He had his 15 minutes of fame. Then he reunited with some other rappers and did Slaughterhouse. And that was pretty dope. Shout out to Crooked Eye. He hits me up a lot on Twitter or responds to some of my takes. I appreciate that. And I understand because I think I have great takes. So, you know. But yeah, man. Joe Budden gets down with Slaughterhouse, who's signed at the time to Shady Records, Eminem, his label. So you down with Eminem. The albums do whatever. They do so-so, subpar. So then you go and you start a podcast. And now this is who we got to compete with? I mean, brother is already going to be famous. He was already down with Eminem. This is like another form of a Nepo baby in a way. And I'm not going to say like, oh, he doesn't belong in the culture or he doesn't know what he's saying. Like, I think that they belong in the culture. Like, academics is needed in the culture and what he says is dope. But, yo, don't go out here giving this praise to these people like that's all that was going on in the culture because they all talking about the same thing. Joe Budden's podcast has now become a show where they're just talking about what is trending on Twitter. They're not talking about anything else. It's only about what is trending on Twitter. So, if you're going to tell me that that's what the media is and that's what's dope, and then same thing with academics talking about which rappers are locked up or in a situation, and you're going to talk about that's real hip-hop media? Yo, that ain't hip-hop media. Yo, did we forget that Black Star, Yasin Bey, a.k.a. Most Def Talib Kweli, just did a big show? Yo, we can't even mention what else is going on with some other rappers out there, right? But all we're going to talk about is what's going on with these mainstream rappers and say, oh, that's part of the hip-hop culture. That's what I was saying about Homegirl on Apple Music. No disrespect, but, yo, she don't ask no out-of-the-box questions. Yo, she just asks the same old questions that any other interviewer would ask. Oh, so how did you find your inspiration to write your music? Oh, what made you come with that idea? Oh, well, we can't wait for you to drop another album. Those are all cliche questions or cliche things that a journalist would say. And then they put them at number 20 on the list of hip-hop media or 21 or whatever. I forgot the exact number. But people will say, oh, and they say this about a lot of people. It's not just one or in particular that I'm speaking about, but they say this about a lot of people. And it's like, oh, well, you know what? You should be higher. It's like, wait, hold on. You should be happy that you're even on the list because you just ask basic questions. That's one reason why I can understand Vlad on the list. It's because Vlad will actually ask tough questions. He will ask questions that people probably would have a hard time asking. You know? That's why we all like Vlad's interview. So I can kind of see why Vlad is on the list. And he does need to be on that list. But should Vlad be as high as he is on the list? Especially after him beefing with Aries Spears and all the other stuff that we were talking about on another stream that I was on. And I'm not going to go into details or go deep onto that. But, I'll just bring that up real quick because we were talking about hip-hop media personalities and who Complex chose as their top media list. Let me go back and play a couple of the tracks that I liked on this Drake album, and probably about to get out of here.
Where's the goat? They need one. The mirror's right here. I see one. My nigga don't know how to pay me back, so he said next time he catches a free one. What kind of clip? Extendo. What kind of switch? Not Nintendo. Y'all hanging out with friends though. Hanging out the window. What's up with gang? We back. What's in my raps? It's facts. She said she missed me, all caps. Gotta ain't better than that. What's up with life? It's lit, but I know it get better than that. I know it get better than that. I know it get better than that.
Yo, I gotta say this real quick. These beats that Drake is coming with, his beat selection on this album is phenomenal. Phenomenal. All of these beats make you want to party, make you want to dance, make you want to hang out, make you want to chill with a female. It's great. It's great. Like, I gotta say, man, Drake knows what he's doing. He definitely knows what he is doing. For sure.
Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head. How much I got? A lot. Don't leave again, I won't. Thinking and trying me do like Bryson, pussy ass nigga. Don't. 40, what's up, shebang. All of my ops, they dance. What am I now, possess? How do I feel to refresh? Secrets I know got you stressed. Will I take those to my death? Haven't decided just yet. Yeah. 40, what's up, shebang. All of my ops, they dance.
Let's run that one back. Let's run that one back.
Popping out, you're sick. Where's the goat? They need one. The mirror's right here. I see one. My nigga don't know how to pay me back, so he said next time he catches a free
Where's the goat? They need one.
one. What kind of clip? It's the goat. They need one. The mirror's right here. I see one. My nigga don't know how to pay me back, so he said next time he catches a free one. What kind of clip? Extendo. What kind of switch? Not Nintendo. Y'all hanging out with friends though. They hanging out the window. What's up with gang? We back. What's in my raps? It's facts. She said she missed me, all caps. Back. What's in my raps? It's facts. She said she missed me, all caps. God, it ain't better than that. What's up with life? It's lit, but I know it get better than that. I know it get better than that. I know it get better than that. Hanging out the window. What's up with gang? We back. What's in my raps? It's facts. She said she missed me, all caps. God, it ain't better than that. Now you're sick. Where's the goat? They need one. The mirror's right here. I see one. My nigga don't know how to pay me back, so he said next time he catches a free one. What kind of clip? Extendo. What kind of switch? Not Nintendo. Y'all hanging out with friends though. They hanging out the window. What's up with gang? We back. What's in my raps? It's facts. She said she missed me, all caps. God, it ain't better than that. What's up with life? It's lit, but I know it get better than that. I know it get better than that. I know it get better than that. Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head. How much I got? A lot. Don't leave again, I won't. Thinking and trying me do like Bryson, pussy ass nigga. Don't. 40, what's up, shebang. All of my ops, they dance. What am I now possessed? How do I feel to refresh? Secrets I know got you stressed. I'm going up, I'm going vertically. 2009.
Wait, that one we played already. We'll go back. There was another one that was like pretty dope.
I can't relocate. Just even the thought to turn my back on them is not okay. They love me too much here, I can't. Damn, I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah, you getting bodied by a singing nigga. Yeah, I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah, yo baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yeah, where she at? Yo baby mama ain't even post a single. Yeah, I'm off a quay and made my body tingle. Yeah, look in the mirror, see what talk can get you. Yeah, you should be swimming with the fucking fishes. But I still got love for your missus and a sister. So I told Capo we can't burn them bridges. Yeah, you saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you bang this. Yeah, damn, I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah, you getting bodied by a singing nigga. Yeah, I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah, yo baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yeah, where she at? Yo baby mama ain't even post a single. Yeah, I'm off a quay and made my body tingle. Yeah, look in the mirror, see what talk can get you. Yeah, you should be swimming with the fucking fishes. But I still got love for your missus and a sister. So I told Capo we can't burn them bridges. Yeah, you saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you bag dissing. Yeah, we G-Block babies, we are not musicians. My niggas didn't have a pot to piss in. Now they drop the top so much they got a drop addiction. Capo got so many watches he might clock a nigga. Capo got so many watches he needs supervision. Why you walking around a fat?
That's a banger, man. That's a banger.
Too hard for the fucking radio. Listen that R in his face like Styles and P. Let's go. Let's go. Garage and I talk to my watch, I talk to my witness. Bees on the table. Bees on the table. Okay, bees on. I can't relocate. Just even the thought to turn my back on them is not okay. Yeah. Yeah. I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah, you getting bodied by a singing nigga. Yeah, I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah, yo baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yeah, where she at? Yo baby mama ain't even post a single. Yeah, I'm off a quay and made my body tingle. Yeah, look in the mirror, see what talk can get you. Yeah, you should be swimming with the fucking fishes. But I still got love for your missus and a sister. So I told Capo we can't burn them bridges.
That part right there,
yeah.
that part right there.
You saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you back dissing.
That part right there where he has the woman singing in the background.
Yeah.
Man, that's great.
You should be swimming with the fucking fishes. But I still got love for your missus and a sister. So I told Capo we can't burn them bridges. Yeah, you saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you back dissing.
Alright, we wanted the first, man.
Yeah.
Y'all tell us right now what y'all think of this album. What y'all think of the Drake album so far. You tell me.
I just wanna see a boy bag on the pavement. If you tripping with the gang.
Yo, this could be one of my favorite songs on the project so far is Don't Worry. Like, let me just run the back. I just want to play this one.
Yeah. If I get my everything, would that be enough for you? Yeah. Yeah. Come and have the best time on the best side. We still up, it's bedtime on the west side. East side, west side, east side. Yeah. Popping out on your side, it's gonna be a party.
Yeah. Real quick, yeah.
Katy pink paint job, she pull up like a Barbie. Yeah. Ref when he's so drunk, he just play Nicki and some Cardi. I'm sorry.
What? Thank you for the likes coming in. Thank
Before
you.
you and they get it, kick up out the lobby. Girl, you know what's up with me. I put up in a heartbeat. She wanna go next door. She wanna me party.
Yo, Drake is coming off on this, man. Drake is doing it right here, man. I'm gonna give my analysis, whatever you want to call it, right after this. Oh, that rhyme. But yeah, I think that might be one of my favorite tracks on the project. I just want to hear this one real quick. Which one was this real quick?
This color grade was made with Imogen AI.
Yeah, hold on. Let's skip the ads real quick. We're gonna make sure. I'm not Justin Bieber. I don't have the premium.